The whistle blows, the crowd ignites. Underneath those blazing lights, cleats hit the turf, the battle's on. The roar of fans, the beat of hearts, is where the legend always starts. Friday night, we're burning bright. JG Media brings the fight. Exeter shouts, the mules inside. Friday night lights, so it's our night. Helmets clash, the sparks they fly. Dreams are made beneath the sky. Every play's a shot to shine. The countdown's loud, the tension's real. This is how the champions feel. Friday night, we're burning bright. JG Media brings the fight. Exeter shouts, the mules inside. Friday night lights, so it's our night. Oh, it's our night. It's our night. Friday night, we're burning bright. JG Media brings the fight. Exeter shouts, the mules inside. Friday night lights, so it's our night. Whoa, it's our night. It's our night.
Live on the Muhls Sports Network, it's Muhlenberg Mules Football 2025. Brought to you by Birdie's Inn, 160 Old Friedensburg Road at 5 Points in Exeter, the home of the best burgers in Berks. Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, the power of choice. Advanced comfort specialists for all of your HVAC needs. And Borelli's Creperie, Deli and Market in Flying Hills. Now to the Muhls Sports Network broadcast booth. Here are your announcers. The boys are reunited and it feels so good. Ryan Lineweaver and Patrick Wider.
Well, welcome in. That was very abrupt there. Welcome in for what should be a really interesting contest. I'm Ryan Lineweaver alongside Patrick Wider and Pat. E-Town, not the same team that they were last year where they found their first victory of the season against this Muhlenberg team. They're a little bit different this year, but hey, so are the 5-0 Mules.
Yeah, it should be a good game. I think the Mules are coming in. That was a huge win last week. You think of Mifflin and that long losing streak. And so they come in this week, and I feel like a monkey got off their back. Like that, they were really excited to get that win. And I feel like they're the better team. But E-Town's a formidable opponent, and if they don't play a good game, E-Town could beat them for sure.
We will start reviewing this game And a little bit greater detail in just a bit, but not until we pay some love to our sponsors, so take it away.
Life moves fast. Your insurance should keep up. At Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, Brad Coley shops over 30 top-rated carriers to find the right coverage for you. Home, auto, business, life. Whatever you need, they've got your back. Real service, real savings, real fast. Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, the power of choice.
Well, if that bumper doesn't get you ready and excited for football, I don't know what will. But who needs music to be excited for football? Because we got the 5-0 Mules coming in here. Their perfect start continues, Pat. 35-17 win over Mifflin last week. They snapped a 21-game losing streak to the Mustangs. It's their first win since they beat them 14-13 all the way back in 2003. I was still in high school. Pat, I'm assuming you were in college, right?
Yeah, I was in college
There you go.
at The Ohio State University.
The Ohio State University. But 2003, tonight they're looking for their first 6-0 start since just 4 years after that, 2007. It's been 18 years since they've had a 6-0 start to a season. And, they're coming in against an E-Town team who stumbling a little bit. They're coming off a really tough 20-14 loss to Ephrata last week, but they do have shutouts on their record, and their pass defense not too shabby here. But both of these teams coming in certainly, as you said, formidable opponent here. E-Town not struggling like they were last year. Like I said, they were kind of limping in, found their first victory here, but now 3-2 overall. That loss to Ephrata does sting a little bit, but they had shutouts against McCaskey, against South Philadelphia, not West Philadelphia. That would be
Born and raised
territory. But I think most importantly, and I texted it over to you a little bit. We talk about that win against the Mustangs, and where I'm going with this is, we talk about the win with the Mustangs. You know that you have Exeter next week. You have the classic trap game scenario here against E-Town. You know, what does that bring to the table for the Mules here tonight?
Well, I mean, you can't look ahead because this is a good team, a solid, good team that, that is, I think, on the right track. Elizabethtown is. Now, they got a new head coach, Tom Gallagher. He was at Blue Mountain before, and he was 25-18, so very successful head coach. Comes into E-Town, and I think that, they're coming in. It's kind of a tough situation for him to think about when you think about the section when Exeter and CV are probably the favorites, right? And then you got the Mules that are hot. And so you come in this year, but I think that they've played pretty solid. They kind of shocked everybody week one when they beat Cacalico.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody had that. Now we look back.
We've seen Cacalico having a bit of a down.
They're having a down
year. Yeah.
But still a good win for them. So, I think for the Mules, it's just come in, keep doing what you're doing, be consistent, maybe clean up the penalties a little bit. They did a little better last week. We got to keep cleaning it up. And if they do that, they should have a really good chance to get the win.
So, again, last week, going back into both of the revealing performances really for both of these squads, because Muhlenberg had a big statement victory, and then you kind of learned a little bit about who E-Town was, because they were facing an Ephrata team that is, relatively playoff caliber,
yes,
playoff
they're
tested,
a good team.
At the district level. So, but talked a bit about the Mules. 35-17 over Mifflin. They had a big early defensive stop that changed the game flow a little bit. And one of the things that we barely mentioned, we did at the time, but not so much in the post game either. But they held Mifflin to 0 offensive snaps in that third quarter.
Yes, that was incredible.
Touch the football in the entire third quarter, Pat.
It was incredible. Well, because they had the kickoff return, but the series of the game. And Flowers mentioned after the game, they talked about in Drago, was the goal line stand.
Mm-hmm.
To hold them to 3 points, and then the following possession, they threw a touchdown to Fred Lacey. That was the turning point in the game, because that's something that I think the Mules would have been crushed last year. But this year, what they did was to shut them down and to say, hey, they didn't feel good. Mifflin didn't feel like good going for it, so they kicked the field goal. And we said that. We both said that's a win.
Yeah.
And then they get up 7-3 right afterwards. So that was huge. And then the big play by Mikey Miller, the pick six. So, I feel like there was like a big bugaboo. They got that over their, the other system, and now they're like they can calm down, play some good football, and they're playing at a high level right now. Their speed, their athleticism is very noted, and they're really hard to defend on offense.
Well, when you have at least 2 weapons on the outside, plus Cam Small in the backfield,
Yes.
and it's not even that they can key in on one wide receiver either. You can shade help and everything, and maybe they will if they play 2-eye safety, and they'll shade a little bit of help, but then that leaves the middle open for Christian Coley, which we've seen, throwing it down the seam a little bit, but having weapons and 2 weapons on either side of the football field and being able to move them around and how dynamic they've shown to be, that's something that a lot of teams would kill to have at the high school level. Usually you don't get, 3 complementary players as well as a pretty good quarterback in Baez.
Yeah, you have the triplets. You have Cam Small, who he gets the headlines. Everybody knows who Cam Small is. But then Mikey Miller, back-to-back weeks, we gave him player of the game for 2 pick sixes.
Got some helmet stickers.
And then, he's such a dynamic receiver and running back. We're talking about he's got 4 rushing touchdowns, 4 receiving touchdowns. Then you got Fred Lacey, who's a dynamic receiver that has 3 receiving touchdowns. So you have 3 legit skill kids, and that's really hard for a defense to stop. And they're on offensive line, they're huge, and they just maul people. So it is a formidable offense, and if E-Town's going to win this game, they're going to have to, slow down either Small or take away the big passing games and make them grind out drives. Their defense is good. It's 6th best in the LL. They're giving up 191 yards per game, so under 200 yards a game. So the defense has been good, but I don't know if they've been tested by a team with this much speed.
Now, they did hold effort to just 20 points last
Yes, that's
week.
impressive.
And, back-to-back shutouts. So certainly I think that maybe some of those stats may be a little overinflated just based on your early season
The
schedule.
South Philly,
for sure.
McCaskey, those
Yep.
teams stink. Let's be honest. No offense,
So,
South Philly.
you're
no offense,
holding
McCaskey.
those teams under 100 yards.
Yes,
You're calling it a night and saying, oh, we did our job. But then it also looks really nice come
Yes,
mid-season
excellent.
where you're 4th in league in pass defense. But E-Town losing by 6. That was one where I think that when we were covering it, they actually had the lead on
They had the
E-Town
lead, yes.
a little bit. But some of that was related to Trent Kaufman's struggles. He had 7 for 21 passing in the
Yes,
first half. He
yeah.
missed 8 of his first 10 attempts.
He struggled. I read
And,
that, yep.
you have to think that in a game like this, that if they come out and try passing and you go 3 and out like that, you barely take any time off the clock. And you look back at what the Muhls did last week at keeping Mifflin off the field, running 17 plays, 93 yards. That consumed over 7 minutes of time. You run into a buzzsaw like that can just grind out yardage and grind out time and just take it away from you. It's really difficult to compete at this level.
No, but you're right. That's just so impressive about Muhlenberg because they're big plays. Fred Lacey, with the touchdown catch, Mikey Miller pick 6, but then they grinded out that drive in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So they're becoming an offense that can do it all, and that's going to be really hard if they can get through this week. That's going to give Exeter fits because you go back to last year's Exeter game. Exeter, could not stop Muhlenberg. They were Exeter put a lot of points on them too. But yeah, let me just talk about Trent Kaufman. He's a talented quarterback.
He's tops in the LL in pass attempts.
Yeah, now I know him a little bit personally. He was at our Prep Red Zone camp. I work for Prep Red Zone, and I help run camps. He was at our winter showcase, and he was a really good quarterback there. He wasn't top 5, but he was really good. And so 783 yards, 4 touchdowns, 5 picks. So the picks are a little concerning, but he can throw it and he can run it. 183 yards rushing, and they like to run him when they get in the goal line. So he's a talented player. And so he's somebody the Muhls got to shut down tonight. If he gets going, throwing the ball or running the ball, it's going to give your defense some fits.
Yeah, we'll see if their inconsistent offense starts clicking on some cylinders here this evening. Again, E-Town's coming in being like, all right, well, we're 2-3. We don't have a whole lot to lose here because
3-2.
Or sorry, 3-2.
Yeah, I got you.
And if they're itching at, a district playoff berth, they need to continue that winning stretch, right? So they're coming in hungry and hoping to catch Muhlenberg, maybe looking ahead to a state-ranked opponent next week in Exeter. And, it's certainly not necessarily out of the realm of possibility. Last year's game, we saw a really good one. Well, I didn't see it.
I saw it.
You
It was
saw it
incredible.
last year. 7 lead changes, in a 36-34 victory for E-Town. Cam Small, 22 carries, over 250 yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns, and they still lost, Pat.
It was like it was last night, or it's like 2 nights ago. It was a downpour, and they have grass. It was it was really bad, a lot of rain, and it was a back and forth, like you said, 7 lead changes, and they were rotating a lot of quarterbacks, and
Yeah,
it was
they
just
had
it was
Gannon Shank and Braden Huber
yeah,
at
yes.
QB.
So they were playing multiple quarterbacks. It was Cam Small on the other side, and it was really an exciting game. But the Mules, it was really disappointing for the Mules because if they could have got that was their 4th seed win, and it could have got them maybe inching towards a playoff berth. And losing that game was a heartbreaker. I remember that. But yeah, it was an exciting game. So the Mules definitely want to get revenge tonight.
Yeah, E-Town connected on 3 different field goals.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone's
then
getting
he did.
up
I
for the
forgot
anthem.
that.
Threw off my rhythm here. Yeah, three field goals, 28, 29, and 21 yards. Then they also had Brady Moran last year as well, going for a $141 on the ground against him. So something to keep an eye on here as the color guard comes out to present the colors. We will take a quick break here and be back after the anthem. So back at it here. The anthem is over. You can see E-Town in their road whites. I'm pretty sure that they stole those jerseys off of Exeter's back because I'll be darned if they're not the exact same jersey that Exeter wears. Chris, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but even the stripe on the helmet, you'd swear that we're playing Exeter. It's going to take a picture and take a picture next week. It'll look identical. So, and of course, you got the Mules in their home navies, the gold helmets.
I remember last year, go back last year's game, it was right at the end of the half, and it was like 15, 20 seconds left to go. And it was like we were talking about, are the Mules going to try to throw it? What'd they do? They hand the ball off to Small, and he went like 65 yards. And it was just like an incredible play. Like he was a one-man wrecking crew in that game. He was unbelievable. Would he put up 200-some?
257 yards.
Oh, my God. He was incredible that game.
Freddie Lacy had a kickoff return.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was a crazy game, and it was a real disappointing game. But you could tell E-Town wanted that game bad because they were over going in that game. They were trying to win.
Mules will kick it away here to start. Looks like you have Ratto in the backfield there. Prince Ratto there.
Shank.
Belkel pack.
And Shank, who played some quarterback last year, right? Yeah.
Sure did. Kick is away. It's a low line drive fielded by Shank around the 14-yard line. And he is taken down. Masterful tackle that time. Hard to see exactly who it was. There he is. That was Rodriguez. Fantastic effort by him, tracking him down and slamming him from behind.
It's their special teams have been better too. You know, we don't
Sure
talk about
have.
it a lot, but their special teams have been better. Their coverage units
They gave up the kickoff return
they
touchdown
did last week, but
last week.
but overall they've been better as a unit. But yeah, they did give up that one.
I wasn't saying that as like a detriment.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's been like the one bad
Yeah.
blemish there. They'll come out here. Kaufman with Rado and I believe Yon in the backfield. Burr showing blitz off the left. Now will back off. 4 across the line for the Mules. Rado in motion. It'll be a QB keeper this time. Scooting ahead is Kaufman. Gets a few.
So Kaufman last year was supposed to be a starting quarterback, and he got hurt, and he was out all year. And so now he came back this year, and now he's their starting quarterback this year. And now who's that?
Well, speaking of injury.
One of their linemen.
Yeah. Alvarez was in on the stop here for the Mules, and yeah, it looks like one of the Bears linemen currently down on the field. Got some other guys to look out for here with E-Town. Kyle Capello, another one. Nice, reliable possession receiver for him. 19 catches on the year for him.
Yeah, he's a good receiver. You know, Prince Rado has had a nice year, 403 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns.
Yon has 14 catches.
Yeah, 12. Yeah. So what they do, it looks like, is they move their skill kids all over the field. So sometimes they're playing running back, sometimes they're playing receiver. Like right there, they showed Rado in the backfield, and Yon, right? Yeah, Yon was in the backfield. They put Rado in motion. They ran Yon up the middle, and he didn't get much, but that's what they're trying to run there. Kind of what Muhlenberg does. Send the receiver out in motion out the flat, and that's what they did there.
I think Rob Flowers taking some notes here. Player still down on the field.
That's always horrible. You don't want to see that.
While we have some time here, let's take a quick break. Because, you know, could have another third quarter from last week where we don't have a break until the 4th because there was no time to break. It was one possession. So we'll take a quick break here and be right back with 11:42 left here in the first.
At Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market, they keep it simple. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious. In the mood for a hoagie? Choose one from the menu or tell them what you want. A hot sandwich or a cheesesteak? They've got that covered too. Lunch meat for a family gathering? They have it fresh cut to order. Craving Italian? There are imported specialties you won't find anywhere else. Along with drinks, chips, snacks, and hot or cold brewed coffee in caramel, French vanilla, and hazelnut flavors. That's Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market. 15 Village Center Drive in Flying Hills. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious.
Connor Frey, the injured party, unable to put any type of weight on his right leg. So our best wishes go out to Connor and his family. Just devastating to watch.
Yeah, he couldn't put any weight on it, so some sort of ankle foot. Come on,
Bird
Cooper.
jumping into the neutral zone, and they're going to call him for it. Free 5 yards will make it 2nd and 2.
I love the way Burr's playing. What they do is they're having him blitz different gaps, but that time just got a little too excited. Calm yourself down, play a little better. He can't do that.
He knows.
He knows.
He knows.
He's a heck of a player.
I don't think that anyone's going to, be down on themselves more than Cooper might or something like that. He knows better.
He's a heck of a player. He's had a really nice year.
Once again, one in the backfield here. Kaufman, the keeper, and finally brought down. Nice job by Quinones getting after it.
Yeah, it looked like they're speed option. He was going to the left to run speed option, ran up, tried to get something, and he really didn't get much.
Yeah,
Stop there.
He got a single yard, and it is 3rd and short.
So E-Town doesn't even huddle up. They're no huddle. They're right on the ball, ready to go. It's not a fast no huddle, but it's no huddle.
Well, this one got a whisker shy of a first down. They'll work out of the gun anyway. 3rd down and about an inch. They'll throw it out on a screen play. Mikey Miller's there. They're going to break the tackle and scoot across. Is that Capello out there?
Yes.
Waiting for it, and it's 1st down for the Bears.
Accurate pass, and you feel like Mikey Miller can't come up make that play, and you made on 3rd and 1. Everybody thinks you're going to run it. You just run a bubble screen. Nice positive gain. So now they're going fast, right up to the line, running no huddle.
12 yards from Kaufman to Capello. Puts the Bears right near midfield here on their opening possession. The handoff this time will be to Rado. Rado following his blocker and following him right into a pile of Muhls, including Emilio Alvarez, who's been busy in the early going.
Yeah, they're right there. They're running counter trade. They're pulling both linemen, trying to get upfield and try to run some power football. But again, like the Muhls have been all year, they've really done a nice job stopping the run. And there's another good example. Like last week, Mifflin, you really didn't get the run game going until late in the second half. It was really, they didn't get much going.
Second down and 9.
0 coverage. Burr again.
I believe we're going to have another offside here.
I think it was Burr.
Offside.
Yeah, Cooper trying to time up that blitz, and he's trying to find the gap and blitz through it, and he just, you got to wait. Interesting look there, Ryan. They went 0 coverage, no safety deep, put everybody in the box, man to man across the field, and you think Kaufman might be able to take a shot here. Now they back off.
Second down and 4 now after the penalty. Safety moves down to cover the slot. Rado takes the handoff, makes a juke to his left. He's across the 40, down to about the 39, gain of 7.
Yeah, he's a nice running back. He hit that hole well, and he's got a nice little burst.
Otero in on the stop. Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting watching E-Town. It looks like every position has one of their different coaches out here along the 50-yard line, give or take, as Rado taken down from behind. Decent carry for him. Miller in on the stop. Gains about 7.
Again, they're right no huddle. They're right up to the ball. Line of scrimmage ready to go. So now they did sub out Rado there, and they brought back Shank. So, but a nice run there, the counter trade. They pull both linemen, and they got a nice drive going here.
Yeah, it's just super interesting. They're not doing the Chip Kelly. They're not doing the cards that the coaches hold up. They're basically like third base coaches. There's a nice pitch and catch here, gets him across the 20-yard line. It'll be a 1st down again for the Bears. This time going to Brody Young.
Yeah, good concept. They sprint him out. He found a guy in the flat, and they got another 1st down. So this E-Town offense is rolling right now. Yeah, you're right. What I see 3 or 4 coaches signaling plays, and so each one's probably signaling to one signaling receivers, one signaling to the line, and maybe one to the quarterback who's also telling the running backs what to do.
Interesting. Couple of options. This time the handoff goes to Shank. Shank, itty-bitty living space. It'll be 2nd down.
So they seem like they have 2 speeds on no huddle. They go fast or they go slow. Now they're in the slow. They take Shank out and they bring Rado back in.
Curious if it's just when they need to make a substitution.
Well, it was right after they got their 1st down on 3rd and 1. They started going fast, but now they're definitely back in the slow gear.
I don't know, man. I don't see that as efficient. Throwing it out into the flat. Screen will go incomplete to Young. There is a penalty flag.
I don't think that'd be holding. I think that might be like an offsides again. No, holding. I was wrong. Okay.
I mean, the play barely got started.
That was a quick hitter. I mean, that's a quick hold.
It's not can't so much be a hold as it would like an offensive pass interference that you start your block before the pass is
I
released.
know,
right?
that was
It's like
so quick.
I could see it as more of like an OPI situation where they start their block way before the pass is thrown, but not going to complain too much about it. Takes him back to the 27, 2nd down and 18. Rado back in. He'll line up alongside of Kaufman. Once again, they'll bring down the safety to cover the slot receiver. Little jailbreak screen pass here in the middle. And nice job that time by Cam Small. He grabbed a hold of a foot and refused to let go until he had some additional tacklers. Capello gets back to around the original line of scrimmage. He'll still be a bit shy, 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a great play design by E-Town, and they had something, but Small made the tackle. If Small doesn't make that tackle, they might have got more. Then Miller helped clean it up. So, yeah, it was a really nice job by the Muhls defense.
Capello coming in, the leading receiver for the Bears with 19. He's already got 2 here on the first drive. This time, Kaufman rolling left, looking left, firing left, nearly picked off. And let me tell you, guess who it was?
Mr. Mikey Miller.
Mr. Mikey Miller looking for back-to-back pick 6 weeks.
You know, what he said to me on the postgame last week was he's always studying film. So they've run concepts like this similar earlier. There's that same thing. They sprint it out. They try to run a curl and an out. And he read it, and he almost had a pick 6 there.
Well, and again,
wow.
I'm going to sound like a broken record from last week, but you roll your quarterback out like that for a safety, hey, man, that's easy pickings because you have half the field to worry about. All your wide receivers are bunched up in one place. Just go double someone. 2 wide receivers split out to either side. Rado the back. Kaufman looking left. And
Beautiful
finds a man.
throw.
That was a nice throw.
I don't know if he got it.
I think he is going to be short.
That was a great throw. They're running that slant underneath, and he just, you know, it was a good throw, but I don't think he got it. Did he get it? He got it, 1st down. Wow, what a conversion. 4th and 12 for E-Town to come up and get that 1st down. Oh, he's short.
They're going to have him as short.
Oh, short. Okay. All right. I don't know. The refs were kind of indecisive there.
Yards.
Little lucky break there by the Muhls because
Yeah, how about
it
that?
looked like he had it. Great throw and catch, just missed it by probably a foot, maybe half a yard.
Whew.
Nice drive. They don't get any points.
No points. You'll take that if you're the Muhls.
Yep.
Now you get to start on your own 10-yard line with 6:03 left here in the first. They'll fake it.
Oh, geez.
They go out to Lacey. Lacey makes one man miss, and his tall frame dives across the 20. And I believe it's going to be a 1st down based on where they're marking it. And the chains will move.
They were. I think they're going to take Small away. They had about 7 guys in the box, and it was one-on-one out there. If that guy misses that tackle, he's gone. Lacey was so close to breaking that.
They'll load up with Miller and Lacey here. Miller now in motion. They will hand off to Cam Small. Small being patient. Nothing to his right, has to go back to his left. And he just kind of hangs around that line of scrimmage. Nothing doing for Cam Small.
Yeah, it looked like they're coming out in a 4-4, try to keep 7, 8 guys in the box to shut him down, and just wasn't much there. They pull the backside guard, and they sent Coley up, and just not much there for Small.
Yeah, it felt like he had a blocker right in the lane that he was expecting to be there. He had a bounce off of him, and by the time that he had a bounce, there was no daylight. Handoff to Small, trying a little sweep there, and not much going on there either.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is that play opened the box, so you put 4 receivers out, 2 on each side, and they still had 7 guys in the box. It's tough sledding to run the ball when they have you gapped up like that. You're going to have to throw it a little bit to try to open that box.
Gain of about 3 for the Muhls. Lacey will now line up in the slot on the right side of
Zero
Baez.
coverage. Wow.
Once again, zero coverage. Baez rolling right, steps up in the pocket, throws.
He got
and
it.
hits Coley for the first down. Oh my gosh. If you're watching at home and you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and skip back and watch the pocket progression from Adriel Baez. Because look at this. He steps up, steps up, steps up. I have no idea how he didn't have his head clean taken off. But about 7 for Baez when they needed 6. The throw out into the flat again, looking for Lacey. Lacey looking for some blockers. He's still getting spun down. And once again, that tall frame getting enough for, I believe, a first down again.
Again, they got 8 men in the box. You got to throw them to get out of it. And that's exactly what they did the last 2 plays. That was a great catch by Coley. Coley might not be the fleet of foot, but he's got good hands. You can see he goes down and catches the ball. He goes up and gets it. So he has some really good hands.
Lacey, his second catch now for 21. Baez 3 for 3 for 28 to start.
You got to love Lacey's maturation from last year. He's just so much better player.
This one, a little tight formation. Miller. They will jet sweep it to him. Gets around the edge, gets 2, maybe 3. That was kind of slow developing there as Baez was almost stride for stride with him for a bit. Hard to tell exactly who had it.
I think they were trying to run that read for a second, and it was kind of a late read. Small didn't get the best block. If he chips it back, or they would have had a bigger play. That's not a bad idea because it looks like they're trying to take everything in between the tackles away. So anything outside should be there. Maybe a toss to
that's
Small.
why they're doing the screens. That trying to expand the field.
It's different than what Schuylkill Valley did because they went to like a 6-2. But it's the same concept. Let's put 8 in the box and not let Small beat you.
Trips left. Baez looking, floating.
That's pass interference.
Pass interference thrown.
Yep.
Flag thrown.
It wasn't the best throw. He threw it late. If he
Threw
throws
it late, he throw it behind.
If you throw it high, if you throw it before that, he's got him. He's going to walk in the end zone. But he throws it late, and he's coming back, and it's a tough call for the DB, but they're going to call that every time. They're going to call it every time.
Yeah, we'll watch this one again, at least on our replay here, as Baez looking,
Just late.
floating, and yeah, that's really hard. That's a really tough call.
They're going to call it every time, though.
Not
That's
even
the
gonna lie.
NFL play.
That's a really tough call because it looks to me that he did just put his arms up. Didn't necessarily know where it was, but if you're looking at where Lacey's going up for it and you know that he's going to catch, what do they teach you, Pat? Throw your arms up.
It's a tough call, but it's like what I always say with the defensive holding. If it looks like it is what it is.
Small out of the Wildcat, gets across the 35, close to the 30-yard line. Well, if they find some success there with the Wildcat, might see that again sometime soon.
Yeah, they're bread and butter. Pull the backside guard. Let Small run up. Again, our weekly message. They haven't thrown the ball out of it yet. Maybe next week.
Quiet. Yeah, maybe next week. Maybe that's an Exeter thing. They still have Baez in. Maybe this is where it happens because you have Cam Small trips right. Nope, definitely won't. Cam Small. Ahead across the 25. It's a first down for the Mules.
I love it.
I thought maybe that time that he was getting a little bit more, of a pep talk there from Baez about where to go.
Well, they ran it 2 times in a row, but they got a first down, right? So it's been successful. Now they go back to the traditional.
2 split out to the left. Coley.
Oh, there he
providing
goes.
that lead block, and he's through. He's inside the 10, inside the 5, close to the goal line.
God, Christian Coley is such a good tight end. The way he
Yeah.
fouls up and just blows people up. He's like having a 6 lineman out there. That's
Really
how good
is.
a blocker he is. No huddle. With a quick huddle here, they're going right for it.
Cam Small matching his total all night with the gain of 19. And we're going to have, I believe, a timeout taken by E-Town.
That's a good timeout.
It's
They're
a
little
fantastic
gassed.
timeout.
They're a little gassed. They're out of control a little bit. That's a good timeout.
Yeah, that's a fantastic timeout with our coaching staff. Listen, you got a $140. This team is just mowing you down the field. And you got first and goal here on the 4. You get everyone together. You get them collected. and say, hey, you got 4 cracks at this.
It's not if, it's when Cam Small's going to get going.
Mm-hmm.
Because eventually he always gets going. And, you know, this drive is a Cam Small drive. And he just constantly, and you know, Ryan, we've been watching him now all year, and I watched him last year. He seems like he gets better the longer the game goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he gets in a rhythm.
Oh,
he's
got
like a pitcher.
He's got that, Saquon from last
Right.
year. That it was, I'm going to grind it out for 2, 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden the fourth quarter, you're watching him rip off 50, 60-yard runs and just backbreakers.
He's like that pitcher that comes out in the first inning. It's like, it's okay. And then they settle down and they got 5 straight. I mean, he just
Well, he just did
unreal.
it the other night with the Phillies.
Yeah.
At, what's his face? Not Suarez. The other one that they just picked up from Miami. He went out there, gave up 4 runs in the first, and then he basically pitched a shutout the rest of the way. A Small gobbled up around the 2-yard line. Lizardo went out and gave up 4 runs in the first inning, and then settled down and pitched lights out the rest of the way.
Hey, we haven't seen them under center all year. That's kind of crazy, right?
That is kind of crazy. Not a single snap under center here for the Muhls.
I don't
Not going to
think-
start now either. Second and
There you
goal
go.
from the 2
There you
is
go.
Small.
No.
That's a heck of a job to trip him
Yes.
up in the backfield.
Great job by the E-Town defense.
Hard to see exactly who that was. It looks like 67 is in on the stop there.
You got to punch us in. Clean first quarter. 1-2 penalties? Been real clean. Just give it to Small.
Yeah, Rocky Perez breaking through.
Yep.
3rd and goal from the 1.
Wow.
Small hit again and piled up.
That does not happen many times. You got to go here. Oh, 4th and go. Wait till the second quarter.
I think you just gotta go for it. Take it to the second quarter. Come out with your best play.
This E-Town defense, great goal line stand. They're playing really well down here.
Yeah, that one, it was 4 Bears surrounding Cam Small and pushing him back off the line. Welp, not an awful lot going on there. You got 1 possession by E-Town that resulted in no points where they drove the length of the field. Gave it up at the 10-yard line, and now back the other direction. The Mules have gone 90 yards, basically, or 89 and a half yards, whatever you want to measure it as. They're right on the doorstep, which is where they will start when we come back. 0-0, but the Mules right on the doorstep here coming into the second quarter. More to come on the Mules Sports Network.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Yeah, welcome. Hi.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
Fourth and goal from the 1. Small in the backfield with Baez. Coley, your tight end. They go 2 tight ends. The handoff is to Small. Small hit and will not be denied. He's in for the score. The leading scorer in Berks County does it again, and it's 6-0 Mules.
Touchdown Mules! He's just a special running back. I mean, the guy got him dead to rights, tackled at the 1, breaks the tackle and scores.
I believe that's touchdown number 13 for Cam Small. He was right ahead of
12.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
you know, you're right, because he had a pass one that we were defied about 2 weeks ago.
That is
so
correct.
13, yes.
He does have 13.
Yes.
The extra point is up and through, and it's 7-0 Mules. Heck of a response. You give up what was a long, meandering drive by E-Town. They have that massive penalty that drives them back, and on 4th down and 11, they get 10 and a half, maybe.
10 3/4 of a yard.
And the Mules take it all 90 the rest of the way for the first score of the contest.
You gotta like that drive. They came out throwing some bubble screens, doing some things, and then the second half of this drive is, there's this guy, number 2. Let's just give him the ball.
Yeah, poor Cam Small. He was doing great. 5 carries for 38 yards, and then 4 yards over his last 4 carries as he.
So he's got
had to
9 carries already?
Punch it in from the 4.
You know,
He
that's
did so on 4 carries.
that's kind of the recipe. I think next week, like if I'm playing Exeter next week, I think I'm going to give the ball to Small 30 times. You keep that Exeter offense off the field.
It reminds me of a story from when I worked at Franklin and Marshall, the old football coach there. He's now up at Lafayette, but Trox, when he was there, they had a freshman running back as this one taken around the 13-yard line, breaking up the field ahead of the 30, which is where Shank will return the kick to. Anyway, they had a freshman running back. They were out, like all of their senior running backs. They were like, all right, we got to turn to this kid. And he asked him, he's like, how do you feel about child abuse? Because you're going to get the ball 40 times this weekend. I can't remember exactly how many carries he ended up with, but I think it was in the 30s.
Who's that Elko run?
And I just remember telling him, like, he's 19. You're good.
You're young. You got plenty of years. Who was that Elko running back a couple years ago? I think he had like 42 in a game.
There was, it's not Johnson.
No, I forget who it was. Anyways.
First name Jake.
Yeah.
Used to have that knowledge. Handoff is to Rado. Rado met by Small as the running backs collide. It's gain of a few.
That's an interesting concept. They pulled the guards away as false reads and then gave Rado the ball to come back. So nice solid run there for Rado.
Rado with 19 on 4 touches so far. Not too shabby out of him in the early start.
And they rotate him with the other running back. Was it Yon and Shank? So they're trying to keep him fresh throughout the game.
Once again, Kaufman out of the gun. To the left, Yon in motion. He will roll Yon's direction, looking his direction, goes a little bit further to the corner route, and there's not much there. Underthrows Capello. It'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to run a corner route there, and he was open, but you got to be a perfect ball.
That was the first incompletion, other than the dead play. First incompletion for Kaufman.
The thing is, you got to feel good about the Mules is, their DBs are good. They don't get many passes thrown over their heads. Between Lacey, Miller, they do a great job back there, and so I think it's kind of hard to throw the ball on them. And Zona is a really good safety as well.
3rd and 6. Clock stopped with 11:05 left here in the second. We'll have 2 options out of the backfield, and Yon and Rado. Rado in motion. Will be a QB keeper as Kaufman.
He got it.
Yeah, he's awfully close. And I think he's got it just based on where that far sideline official's at. He's about a yard ahead of the marker. And it's a gain of 7 and a 1st down.
They were showing blitz by all 3 backers, and they all pulled out, and they sat back in a soft zone. And nice run for Kaufman. Off the tackle and got the 1st down. They look better running the ball than throwing it. I think I'd kind of try to run it a little bit here.
Once again, Miller coming down to cover. Rado going all the way out. They actually get that block on Miller, and this might be a late hit. We'll see. I don't think Lacey intended on doing anything.
We got that. We got lucky there.
Yeah, you can see him just going all the way behind his teammates. He's like, I don't want to be seen by the referee. Don't look at me.
Nice off-tackle run there by Rado, and he bounced it outside and got 7 yards. He's a nice running back.
He averages over 7 a carry, and right now he's got 7 a carry on 3 of his 5.
Prince Rado, what a name. That's a heck of a name.
It's not Olajuwon.
We saw Olajuwon. Was that last week? Right?
That's still my favorite name of the year.
Like
Olajuwon.
Yeah, it was good.
Maybe his parents were Rockets fans. I don't know. They
bubble.
will blitz. They'll throw it out into the flat again on the screen, and that one dropped by Capello.
What I love about the Mules defense compared to last year is they're moving a lot. The back seven is moving. Linebackers, like you keep saying it, it's a great point by you. Like they're bringing Miller down in the box. Sometimes he's back, and they're playing a lot of games, and that's something they didn't do last year. It's really impressive. You could see you have a senior-laden team that's played a lot. I mean, Miller's played a lot of football. You know, these guys have played a lot of football, so they're learning a lot, and you can see that they're showing a lot of things.
We'll see what happens here. Same formation the last time, and they put Rado in motion. The handoff will be to Rado, going off left tackle. He has the first down in front of the Muhlenberg bench, still untouched, and finally drug out as Chase Zona comes all the way across the field to make the touchdown-saving tackle. It's a heck of a job there by Rado.
They had trips up top, so everything you go throw it up there, and they come back and they run to the boundary, and it was a great run. He gets in the open field. He's showed some speed.
You're just trying to clear out space. I mean, that's really all it is.
And he's got some wheels. He's a good running back.
Gain of 25 doubles his rushing total just like that. Kaufman will fake the handoff. There's definitely a hold here in the backfield. Won't be called, but the pass is incomplete anyway.
They pull the lineman, and then they're running 7. Capello was running the whip route, they call it. You come in and then come out, and he was open. It was an inaccurate throw. You got to get him a better ball than that if you're an E-Town fan.
And going back to that last play, that trips formation that they run out of, I mean, honestly, it's really kind of smart because you're taking your skill players and your faster players, dumping them on the opposite side of the field and saying, we think that Rado can outrun your linebackers.
Absolutely.
And he absolutely can, and he runs for 25 2 plays ago. And once again, another offside.
Another offsides, and they were showing zero coverage there again. You know, if you're E-Town, you see that zero coverage, you guys like, hey, we got to take a shot here. See if one of our receivers, can our receivers make a play? But like we've seen all year, Fred Lacey, Mikey Miller, like they do great job in coverage. Like there isn't many times they get beat deep.
Mikey Miller is just an absolute ball hawk this year. He's seeking that ball out every single where. He's got a honing beacon.
And like he said last week to me, he's doing the small stuff. He's watching a lot of film. I feel like you can see like he's reading the plays at a high level.
I mean, look at how many routes that he's jumping. QB keeper just following those blocks. Finally, Cam Small and others driving him back. Chase Zona also in there. Quinones too. But Small, the initial contact.
The thing you gotta like about that is the way he runs it is he's patient and he waits for the backs and then he runs up there and he's not afraid to stick his nose in there and run the ball. So
it'll be a
good
third
run for him.
It'll be a third down here for the Bears as Kaufman gets 4 out of the 5 he needed.
Now they go back 2 backs in the backfield.
Yeah, once again, handoff to Rado this time, going up the gut. I believe he has the first. Sure does. Needed 1. I think he got 2.
He did. He got it. Good run. They brought Yon in, and Yon led block him up right upfield in an old fullback look, and you know they got the yard they needed. So second impressive drive again, but the last time they didn't get any points. So we'll see if they can get some points here.
Once again, same formation. Handoff is to Rado. Rado, nice move in the backfield, and he's in for the score. Zona nearly tracks him down before the pylon, but it's Rado in. Not a bad run that time. Once again,
shifty. He's a shifty, nice running back.
You saw the little shoulder move in the backfield there, and he was gone. He's like,
hey, Cam Small, watch me go run this one in. A matchup of the running backs. I mean, he came in here with 403 yards, 4 touchdowns, 12 catches, 186 yards. So really impressive player.
14 and in for Rado. Now at 8 carries, 67 yards. Looks like they're going for 2.
No, they're waiting on a guy to come out.
Oh, never mind. Just missing a lineman. And Deekway, the kick is nope.
That's one way to say it.
Yeah, that's the nicest way to say it. So 7-6, Muhls lucking out here and carrying a 1-point lead. And
This
they
is
will-
honestly what I expected. I thought E-Town would come in with a lot of energy and try to win this game.
Hey, Pat, you know what day of the week it is?
It is Friday.
It sure is. And you know what you could have done?
What?
You could have went to your usual spots, wherever that might be. Applebee's? I don't
Birdies.
know. Where do people go to eat these days? Chili's? Bird? No. Would you let me do the read, Pat? Or you could level up at Birdie's Inn. Let me get to it.
Go ahead.
Live music, ice cold drinks, burgers that blow the bun off anything else in Berks. Jerry. Birdie's is more than a bar/grill. It's Exeter's entertainment headquarters. Saturday, you got the roommates from 7 to 10. Sunday, you got the Birds and Bucks from 1 to 4. Dancing on the Deck with Jimmy 2K on Monday from 5 to 8. 6:30 to 9:30, you got open mic night on Tuesday. 7 to 10 on Friday, you have singer-songwriter Lauren LaPointe. Bring your crew, bring your appetite. Birdie's Inn at 5 Points in Exeter, where Friday night actually feels like Friday night. Well, Jerry just keeps trying the new tags to see what sticks. Honestly, all of them not too bad. I would ride that right on out of bounds. Cam Burr, sorry. Nicely done.
It's Cooper, isn't it?
Cooper
Burr.
Good Lord.
What's his brother, Cam?
Yeah.
What's his brother play?
Sorry.
His brother played baseball?
Baseball.
Was he a good player?
Yeah.
Is Cooper Burr a good baseball player? I assume.
I didn't call the Mules last
Oh, okay,
year.
that's right.
I called Wyo.
I'm gonna make him kick it again. I like
They're
it.
going to make him re-kick. Well, they weren't going to gain all that much out of it, so you know what? It's just one of those times where you're like, all right, bet. Let's
Bet?
do this again. They'll just kick it away from the 35. So they walk him back as a 5-yard penalty instead of taking the illegal procedure ball spot. Exeter over Ephrata right now, 7-0. See what I mean, Pat? It's the exact same jerseys.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, nice job there by the Exeter D. I'm sure Darren's the fantastic call on that one. This time, they'll pick it up around the 30-yard line.
Go north-south.
Sarah's trying to go north-south, can't get there. It'll be up to the 3-yard line, or about a 3-yard gain on the return by number 3, Alexis Cantros. How those scores doing, Pat? Section 1, Hempfield over Penn Manor, 14-0. Township over McCaskey, 21-7. Cedar Crest beating up on Reading. By the way, Reading had 8 turnovers last week.
They did.
8.
That's worse than the Patriots
Ooh.
when they had. I think they had 5.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's a lot. Wow.
Get back into it here, but after the Mules hit the field, pitch to Mikey Miller. Miller has to bounce it even further outside. Now he has to try to cut up the field, and nothing doing there.
Good pursuit by E-Town. I tell you, E-Town's flying around making plays. Now you're second and long. I think you give it back to Small, or maybe throw it.
Miller losing 3.
They haven't.
Sorry, go ahead.
They haven't had a lot of success with that tonight. Yet, you know, the jet sweep.
Just that once. Rolling, trying to look down the field, has a man. Lacey trying for the one-arm grab, not going to get it. He was running, he had his hand out. Baez saw him, decided to chuck it down the seam. Lacey was really,
Matt
he
Beck.
was preoccupied by Matt Beck, who was almost stride for stride with him, and I think that he looked to see where Beck was, and when he turned around, he couldn't quite place the ball, and it ends up going off his hand. He was maybe a yard or 2 away from having that one fall right into the breadbasket.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the right read there. He's trying to get him the ball there, but he he was open at first, but then he was kind of taken away. Big third down here. Come on, Mules.
It is a long third down. 3rd and 13 going all the way out there. Nearly picked off. As going in the direction of Lacey. It goes off Lacey's hands. He needed a few more inches to catch that one. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, they're kind of running the sticks play where everybody goes to sticks and turn around, and he threw it kind of late and high, and it deflected off Lacey's hands.
Into coverage, too.
Yeah, I don't think – did we pick it all? Did we punt it all last week? Not much.
Not that I can remember.
Yeah, so this is the first time we punted in a while.
Lacey back to boot it away. Gets the hold.
Wow.
Nice boot. That one.
Oh, he
he muffed it around the 30-yard line. Going to have a flag down on the field. Nope, no flag. Might have been a shoe. I think I mistook it was right here. Bless you.
Sorry.
That was, it was Ian Rodriguez's yellow shoes that threw me off. Looked like a piled up flag.
Look at Coach Flowers. He's pulling
Coach
everybody
Flowers.
together, and he's trying to fire them up. You know, I don't know if you noticed this, Ryan. They fell flat a little bit tonight. Did you think? Maybe coming off a big win? They seem a little flat, don't you think?
Well, their first drive would probably say a little bit otherwise. That one, look, you run it once with Mikey Miller, you try the little trickery or whatever, and then you throw, one bomb and then one to the sticks. And is that going to get you where you need to go as the Mules offense? Probably not. Cam Small didn't touch it after scoring the touchdown. I'm not sure if they were giving him a breather or just after losing 3 yards on that first play, you really put yourself at a deficit. But the first drive was good.
Yeah.
But now you have to have the defense stand on its head here a little bit because they have struggled. There's a nice tackle there. They're ball loose on the field. I don't think that they're going to call that one a fumble. Mikey Miller in on the stop.
The Bears have really found something running the ball here. They've really found it. They're running. They're pulling the lineman, and it's, if you notice, most of it's outside, off tackle or outside. And Rado really excels out there in open field. He's got a quickness and a burst about him. He's going to get a break now.
So I will concede your point to the defense. The defense needs to stand up here with 7:30 left in the second as they gave up the big long drive, didn't give up points, but gave up the big long drive to start, gave up another big drive for the last E-Town points. Really need a big stop here, not going to get it as Kaufman darting forward, he's across midfield.
No, I'm just saying, all I'm saying is the energy. I don't feel like the energy. Like, I felt like they played with a swagger last week. Maybe that's hard. And I remember coaching, it's hard to do that week in and week out. They play with an energy, a chip on their shoulder. I don't see that this week.
Well, you had a 21-game losing streak last week.
And you're right.
And then you got Exeter next week.
Yeah,
like,
I
agree.
I agree.
Beat E-Town, we're 6-0, and we're going in to play Exeter. They read the same things that we do, Pat. It's not like we have special news articles that they can't have access to. They see all. They see all of it.
Yeah.
So as much as we want to say that, these kids are infallible, they're not professionals. They see everything. They got people chirping at them in school, out of school. They got other stuff on their mind during the week.
So E-Town's got a good drive here. Again, they 2 straight runs. Now they went to the bubble screen and got 7 yards on first down.
Nice completion that time. Rado back in. This time they're starting their fake blitz a little further back as running into a pile that time is Rado. Nothing there.
Everybody thinks you blitz on pass downs, but you want to blitz on run downs too. That was a good time blitz, and they stopped him. He got about a yard, so now you got 3rd and short.
3rd and 1. They're going to give him like 3 on that.
I think Coach Gallagher of E-Town's doing a really nice job with this program. I like the way they're calling this offense, and they're a very well coached team.
They're going trips left, but don't be terribly
They're going
surprised.
empty here.
Yeah, an empty set is, and now Miller's going to back off, and so will Zona. So they'll go 2 high safety. expecting a pass play here, and Kaufman's just going to try to run it.
Ooh.
And I'm not sure if he got it as Cam Small drives him back. And it's going to be awfully close to a first down. I think they have to spot it short.
He's about a half yard short. You know, that was, you spread everybody out. And so why they dropped the 2 safeties is during the week they said, hey, if you see empty, go to 2 high. And that's why Miller dropped back. And then they ran the quarterback. That was a great tackle, and he didn't get much.
Yeah, I kind of had an inkling that Kaufman was
Yes.
just going to see, all right, well, now I don't have anyone up against the line. You got 2 safeties back. I'm going to take advantage and just run.
So now what they're probably going to do is they'll probably run Rado, and Yon will run, be a lead blocker, and they'll try to get it that way. Here's a good point right now to blitz. You send Cooper Burr on a blitz.
And, yeah, I'd imagine that you're going to see a timeout here from the Mules. Big situation here.
No, the
4:36. E-Town taking the timeout. Well, I would have sworn that it would have been the Mules trying to get their defensive set ready. Go back through the scores here and update them. Mannheim Central leading Cocalico 14-0. Warwick over Garden Spot 7-3. Solanco beating the tar out of Conrad Weiser 28-7 here in the third. How about that? Lampeter Strasburg over the Braves of Octorara 21-0 in the second. Elko leading Daniel Boone 14-6.
It was 6-6. So
Go Raiders.
Boone playing a little better, I guess.
Go Raiders. Northern Lebanon at Twin Valley. I don't know. Is that one 60-0 already? Columbia 7, Peckway Valley nothing. Berks Catholic 14, Schuylkill Valley 6 in the second quarter. That one an interesting contest in Section 5. Anvil Cleona 14, Kutztown 7. Don't be fooled by Kutztown's middling record. Their offense as explosive as ever. That one going into the second. And Lancaster Catholic 21, Hamburg nothing. They will get the first down.
Again, they found something. Rado running off tackle outside. And he has a great feel for when to cut outside. He doesn't do it, doesn't do it early. He knows where to set up his blocks, and a nice solid run there for E-Town.
And again, this is where you need the defense to
Yes.
step up at some point, because we haven't seen it. So if you want to say that there's a lull somewhere here with the Mules, I think right now this is it. It's the defense.
In the defense, this is their third straight drive. They've driven so far well. In the first one, they turn over on downs. The second one was a touchdown. Now they have this drive.
This one, little pass out into the flat again, finds Brody Yone. And gets about 7.
Nice play design. They fake it, and then they hit Yon in the flat. When I used to coach, we used to say there's 2 people always wide open in high school football: running backs in the flat and tight ends over the middle. People forget about him, and he was wide open in the flat. He maybe would get 7 yards on first down.
Got about 111 yards already on the ground here for the Bears as the handoff is to Rado again.
Ooh.
And this time we're going to have a big collision and a big flag throw.
I think it's
as
a
well.
hold or a block in the back.
I would hope so. Eventually one of these runs that bounces to the outside has to get a little bit of jersey tugging. Will be a hold. Spot foul will walk him back.
They're pulling both their guards. It's hey, you're not gonna like this. It's kind of like a belly, like a wing tee, a little run, like buck sweep in a way, because they're pulling both guards, and they grab the jersey there. So it's a huge break for the Mules. That maybe they can stop it now, 2nd and 12.
Rado will get credit for the one, but yeah, already over 100 yards on the ground.
Wow.
55 through the air for the Bears.
Again.
Rado again, this time trying to bounce it. Well, that's something to keep note of. Some rather loose ball handling that time. Only gets about 2.
This is a quick half. Might be quicker than last week.
Well, when you run it, what are we at? 20 runs so far for the Bears. 9 throws, just 3 incompletions. Yeah, that'll do it.
We're under 3 minutes of the half.
Yeah.
Big third down here. Come on, Mules.
Need a stop here. Need their first third down stop. They're throwing down the field and overthrown. Had a man, He had Capello down the seam, running wild and free, and just overshot him.
Yeah, you had to get, if he gets a better ball. But the Mules were in a good position. They were playing a soft zone, and it had to be a good throw, and it wasn't. And big stop there. So now it's 4th down.
So they do get the 3rd down stop.
I assume they go for it here.
Certainly looks like they're doing
This
so.
is a big, if you stop them here, you got what, 2 timeouts?
On your own 35?
Yeah, you got a chance to really do something.
Yeah, Mules with 2 timeouts. E-Town with just 1 remaining.
So empty here. Last time they ran it, I don't think they will. I think they'll throw it here.
I don't think they're doing it here, and we're going to have a final timeout for E-Town with 2:29 left here in the 3rd. Or in the 3rd, yeah, in the 2nd. Whoops. While we have some time, let's pay some love to Coley once again. 7-6 Mules, 2:29 left here in the 2nd. We'll be right back on the Mules Sports Network.
Life moves fast. Your insurance should keep up. At Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, Brad Coley shops over 30 top-rated carriers to find the right coverage for you. Home, auto, business, life. Whatever you need, they've got your back. Real service, real savings, real fast. Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, the power of choice.
Big 4th down upcoming here. The last time Bears had a 4th and long, they came about a yard short. This time Rado lone back in the backfield. Stepping up in the pocket is Kaufman. Kaufman looking, throwing, had a man, had him open. And in and out of the hands of Matthew Beck. He threw it a little behind him.
It was behind him, but it was catchable.
It was catchable.
If he catches that's a big play there. Wow, what a break for the Mules.
Need some stickum there.
Yeah, it was, they sprinted him out like a half sprint out, and he's running in breaking. He was open. And if he catches it, they're in great position. But wow.
Well, that was the stop you needed here.
Yes.
And now you start to see kind of the ebb and flow of Trent Kaufman at quarterback as well for the Bears.
He's got all the
had
tools
the highs.
in the world.
He completed his first 4 passes for 42 yards, 3 incompletions, 2 completions, 2 incompletions. So, he's 2 for his last 7 throwing the football. That gives the Mules a little bit of life here. They go right to Cam Small. Small's across the 40, across the 50. He has a few men to beat. He's across the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5.
Yes!
Cam Small is in from 35. 65 yards to the house goes Cam Small.
Touchdown Mules!
How about that?
Wow.
What did I say about them not going to Cam Small at all the last drive? They hit him with the first play of this one, and see ya.
How incredible. You have the 4th down play. Incomplete. Kid should have caught it. Should have been a better throw. First play, you give it to Small, and Small goes all the way.
Whew. Just like that, he goes from 9 carries, 42 yards to 10 carries, 107. Spot is down. The kick is up. The kick is through. It's 14-6.
What a special player.
Man,
He's just a special player.
We've just seen some absolutely back-breaking touchdowns from the Mules here as of late. And you know what? You friggin' need a couple of those to win some football games once in a while, don't you?
Yeah, last year it was the opposite.
It was.
Yeah, it was the other team would score back-breaking plays, and this year it just you get to stop on D, and then you come right back in the first play. You give it to your best player, and he goes 65 yards to the house. I mean, that is such a momentum-swinging play for E-Town.
Listen. It's also the thing that really good teams have the ability to do. You see them try to grind it out. That's what they did 2 drives ago. Obviously, you go 3 and out the last time, and then you go right back to Cam Small. You hand it off to your bell cow and 65 yards to the house. But going back to those types of things usually not happening, they usually happen for good teams, right? And I'll go back to, I worked with Reading United over the summer. Used to work a lot more there, but, talking minor league soccer. They make it to the national championship 2018, 2019. You get a lot of breaks bouncing your way. And then, things change after post-COVID. And then all of a sudden you're starting to watch the team and, they'll do one good thing and then give up a goal. Or they'll be leading the entire game and then give up a goal in stoppage time and it's a tie game. And it was just all the different ways that you could find to tie and lose soccer games. I felt like that team found that year. And usually, teams that are not destined for any type of greatness fall into those types of ruts. The other ones that seemingly pick up a lucky penny everywhere that they go, that's the Muhls right now, picking up lucky pennies.
But, it's what Rob Flowers is preaching. It's preaching together as a team, do your job, and that's what they're doing. And they're doing their job. They're doing the small things right, and that's why they're 5-0 with a chance to close this game out and get 6-0. What a backbreaker for E-Town.
Well, now you got to put it on the back of Trent Kaufman. You got 2:06 left here, and now they have to drive not quite the length of the field, but drive about 70 yards. Ratto gets a pop there around the 30-yard line. Nice stick that time. As I believe that was Alvarez again.
Alvarez. Yeah, Alvarez is underrated linebacker as well. I talk about Burr a lot, but Alvarez comes downhill and attacks.
We've called his name a couple of times
Yes,
tonight.
he's a good
First
player.
couple of plays Alvarez was mixed in on. So they'll throw it out there, and that one, I believe, incomplete.
So this is where you get yourself in trouble. You went fast there. Now you have an incompletion.
And now you have a chance to give the ball right back.
Yeah.
And by the way, Muhls have 2 timeouts. E-Town has none, which further constrains them.
So right now, if you're E-Town, I think I run it.
I think you just run,
Yeah,
make
yeah,
Muhlenberg
yeah,
burn
and
a
try to-
timeout
yeah.
and try to punt it away. And
Try to
play
punt it
field
away.
position.
If you're Flowers, you got to think, hey, I'm going to call a timeout after this if they don't get a first down.
I mean, don't be surprised if it's a QB keeper here by
Yep.
Kaufman. Or just the simple handoff to Ratto. 3rd down and 9. Kaufman looking, has to step up into the pocket, still keeping his eyes downfield, finds a man, and a flag thrown late, and I think that we're going to have a roughing the passer call as well.
Yeah.
Kaufman, I'm just judging by the fact that Kaufman was on his back and the flag was in the air. I'm assuming that count the first down plus another 15.
Kaufman again, really good job by Kaufman there. Scanning, finds the guy over the middle, big play. They get the first down, and now they get a roughing the passer. So they're now going to be in Muhls territory.
So it's about a 13-yard gain on the catch. Oh boy. That was Carter Burgos again. His second catch now for 17. Or sorry, a little bit more than that. Once again throwing the football, finding Yon. Nice stutter step that time, has another first down.
Yeah, they're looking. This is a good drive. Last 2 nice balls by Kaufman. He's throwing a really good ball last two plays. They're going to spike it, it looks like. No, timeout. Look like the Muhls are, they're sitting back in a little zone there. They might want to tighten it up, maybe come back and run some man.
Yeah, I have to imagine. Gains of 13 and 14 plus a 15-yard roughing the passer penalty. Six them all the way down on the 24-yard line with a $1.13. So what were we saying about them just handing the ball off and playing field position?
This is a really well-coached E-Town team, and Coach Gallagher, I could tell, has done a nice job. And unflappable, gave up the big touchdown, and they're coming right back down to try to get it. They've moved the field. They've been up and down the field all game.
Sure have.
And outside of the turnover downs on 2 plays, other than that, they up and down the field, they moved the ball well. So you got to feel good about your offense. You guys just got to think, hey, we finished some of those drives in the second half. We're right there.
They're at around 200 yards already.
Yeah, that's a lot.
82 through the air.
I don't think the Muhls has given up that much all year in a first half, or at least a game.
82 through the air. Ratto is 82 on the ground. Kaufman with another 31 with his legs. Kaufman on first down. Once again, looking for some space, steps up in the pocket, hit from behind, gains a few. He has this innate ability to escape pressure.
He's great feel in the pocket and know when to go.
That's
He's going to spike it.
That is a very useful trait to have. as a QB.
He's kind of like, he's a senior, and I think it's first-year starting quarterback, and he's kind of going through the first-year struggles because he didn't get to play last year because he got hurt.
Well, he's already at 15 pass attempts here in the first half.
Everything it's not deep. Everything is underneath or under 10, 15 yards.
But they use a lot of motion, a lot of crossing routes. You got some drag routes. You got some, the one that they almost converted on was a nice slant. So, they try to mix it up with some of these middle of the field passes, just getting guys in motion. Third down and short. 4 down territory for the Bears. Kaufman rolling left, looking, firing. That one. Whew, that was into some heavy traffic. Lacey coming up limping a little bit. I think he got a little Charlie horse there on the side.
I'm a big believer. I love sprint out game, but the problem we're seeing with him, he's holding it too long. He's got to get rid of it quicker or run.
And
they're going to kick it.
They're going to bring out the PAT unit.
Yeah, make it 14-9. It's not a bad idea if you can make it.
Sure, I guess. Well, we'll see if he can do more than an extra point attempt, as Ndikwe came up short from his extra point attempt. This one from about 35. The spot is down. The kick is up. That one has a little bit more boot to it, doesn't it? It's through. How about that?
That's a good drive. You end with points.
Got some points.
Yeah, you're only down 5.
I think he overthought the extra point attempt.
Yeah, it was pretty ugly.
It was like me out on the golf course yesterday.
Whoa!
Went out, shot 9.
Oh, nice. By yourself?
No.
You got friends?
Coworker. Yeah. went out, shot 9.
Joking, right?
Yeah. Friends, coworkers, whatever.
Yeah.
14 to 9 Mules. 46 seconds left here in the second.
I think I come back and just give the ball to Cameron Small again.
Worked the last time, didn't it?
Yeah.
Baez 3 for 5 for 28 yards. He's missed on both bomb attempts.
Yes. I was talking to Coach Burkhardt before the game, and we were talking about Baez, and they still want to protect him. He's a sophomore quarterback. He's made miraculous strides compared to last year, but they still don't want to go out and throw the ball 25 times a game with him. They want to keep him in the 10 to 15 range.
No, but it may be something that he ends up growing into. Fielded there by, I believe, Rodriguez.
Yep.
Or Alvarez again.
So you got, one timeout. Mules got one timeout, 45 seconds. They've shown no huddle. I think I give the ball to Small at least first 2 carries.
Hey, you still have timeout remaining. Don't have to bombs away. At least not the start.
Bombs away.
It's a bomb factory.
Bomb away.
You watch SpongeBob at all?
SpongeBob. Okay.
That was made in a factory. A bomb factory.
All right.
Anyway, for all you youngsters out there watching SpongeBob, handoff will be to Small. Small gets ahead to about the 41. Gain of 6.
They're going right up the line. No huddle.
Going no huddle.
Come on. Got to
30
line up.
seconds now. Got to wait for Cantris to get into position. This time, little pitch play to Mikey Miller. Miller cuts it up the field. He has the first down. Now he's across midfield. Ferreira pushing him. That entire offensive line pushing him.
Hurry up. Timeout.
Problem is,
they're going
the
to spike
clock's
it.
Still running.
They're going to. Well, now it will change.
I'm talking about just pushing them. Like, it's great that you're getting the extra yardage, but you're ticking time
Spike
off
it.
the clock.
Spike
now
it.
They're going to spike it. Stop the clock with 11 seconds left.
So now you gotta throw it.
Well, now you got 2 plays. Middle of the field still an option for you.
Yeah, throw the middle of the field. You call a timeout, and then you go Hail Mary or long field goal or screen pass to Small, and he breaks 4 tackles and scores a touchdown. That's always a possibility.
The world is your oyster right now if you are the Mules with 11 seconds left from your from the opposing 46-yard line. Middle of the field still in play. You got 2 plays. You got 11 seconds, 2 plays. Don't have to focus outside the hash marks.
It's great that you got that timeout in your back pocket.
Miller to the far side with Lacey. Small to the near side. Miller will go in motion. Looking to bomb it down the field, looking for Cantras.
Intercepted.
And intercepted. That's a heck of a pick, by the way.
Yeah, great play by number 14.
That was well played in the air by Ndikwe.
Yeah, he's a good athlete,
How
too.
about
Wow, he went up and got that. You know, no harm, no foul.
No,
you know,
no,
you
it's
didn't have much
basically a
time
punt.
left. Yeah, basically a punt.
We'll see if they, the only interesting thing is if they decide to hand it off to Rado to take a crack at it, or if you just take a knee and run into the locker room down by 5.
So that's
I think
by
honestly you just hand it off and see what happens.
that's Baez's 3rd interception of the year. So pretty good, you know,
And
6 game a
most
year.
of them in those situations. He hasn't thrown a backbreaker. He hasn't thrown. A lot of them have been, you know, better timed.
Schuylkill Valley, he
Better
threw one.
timed
Yep.
INTs that basically amount to punts, right? You know, it's throwing it on 3rd down or throwing it deep or whatever. It's basically a change of field at that point. Flipping the field. They will just take a knee, and we are at the break. Muhlenberg squeaking through here with a 5-point advantage at the half. 14-9. Home squad on top, but not without a fight from these Bears. We promised a good matchup. We got a good matchup, Pat. What do you think?
It's about what I expected. I think
Yeah.
the Bears are a well-coached, good team, and you know they played effort well that last week, and they're in this game as well. So the Mules needs to come out with great energy in the second half, and they should have a good chance to win the game.
Good news is the Mules
Get the
start
ball.
with the football
Yes.
to start the second half. So with that, we'll be right back. Enjoy halftime, take a break, and we'll be back in a bit here for second half action. 14-9, Mules on top at the half. More to come here on the Mules Sports Network.
The whistle blows, the crowd ignites. Underneath those blazing lights, cleats hit the turf, the battle's on. The roar of fans, the beat of hearts is where the legend always starts. Friday night.
You're watching the Muhls Sports Network on Jerry Gallup Media. At Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market, they keep it simple. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious. In the mood for a hoagie? Choose one from the menu or tell them what you want. A hot sandwich or a cheesesteak? They've got that covered too. Lunch meat for a family gathering? They have it fresh cut to order. Craving Italian? There are imported specialties you won't find anywhere else. Along with drinks, chips, snacks, and hot or cold brewed coffee in caramel, French vanilla, and hazelnut flavors. That's Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market. 15 Village Center Drive in Flying Hills. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious.
At Birdie's Inn we meet again. Friends and love forever blend. Raise a glass to time so sweet. Come on in and find your seat. Lights are twinkling. Stories never fade. Moments we cherish, your memories made. Dancing in the night, voices in a song. Together we're strong, right where we belong. At Birdie's Inn we meet again. Friends and love forever blend. Raise a glass to time.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/actnow.
You know, a lot of people say when you're going somewhere, you don't want to look back. But I beg to differ. For her to see her father celebrate his graduation, it's the best feeling in the world. I can't lie and say it was easy. But sometimes you just have to stop everything and take it in. I looked at everything in a different light. I realized it started with me going back and getting my high school diploma.
Life moves fast. Your insurance should keep up. At Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, Brad Coley shops over 30 top-rated carriers to find the right coverage for you. Home, auto, business, life. Whatever you need, they've got your back. Real service, real savings, real fast. Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, the power of choice. At Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market, they keep it simple. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious. In the mood for a hoagie? Choose one from the menu or tell them what you want. A hot sandwich or a cheesesteak? They've got that covered too. Lunch meat for a family gathering? They have it fresh cut to order. Craving Italian? There are imported specialties you won't find anywhere else. Along with drinks, chips, snacks, and hot or cold brewed coffee in caramel, French vanilla, and hazelnut flavors. That's Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market. 15 Village Center Drive in Flying Hills. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious.
I'll have to ask Jerry at some point in time. It sounds like he's playing like German Oompa music underneath an Italian commercial. I gotta ask him about that. Hopefully he doesn't start telling me about the war. Anyway, Pat, we don't talk about the war. Anyway, that's a Faulty Towers reference if you've...
I have no clue where
you're... joke that whenever there was an entire episode where a German comes to visit the hotel and they all say to each other not to talk about the war. So
let's talk about this game.
Now that I've beaten that joke into the ground, thanks, Pat. Yeah, we can talk about this game if you want. 14-9 Muhls. Hey, you don't tune in.
The Lebens of the world, the Daniel Boones, when you took care of business, that's impressive. You have last week where you kind of controlled after a goal line stand and a pick. Then you have games like this. This is a tight game. E-Town's playing well, and you're up 14-9. And this is the type of game that good teams come out, they take care. And this is the type of game that good teams come out, they take care of the business, get a couple of touchdowns, and you put this game away. Has shown in through 5 weeks they are one of the best teams in the LL. They continue in the second half. I expect first drive a lot of Cameron Small, get him involved, and to see if they can get another touchdown and and get a double-digit lead again.
203 yards, as I just did the quick math. Thanks for talking so long. 203 yards that I have, at least in the first half, for the visitors, and just $141 for the Mules. Most of that coming on the ground, courtesy of Cam Small, who, after a couple of tries at getting in from the 4 on their first possession, finally cracked the case on 4th and goal, got in for the score, and then his next touch, 2 possessions later, 65 yards to the house. And that's pretty much been the scoring for the Mules in their entire offense. They've had some other things going on here. Baez started 3 for 3 for 28. He was finding some receivers, but by and large, it's been mostly about Cam Small punching it in twice.
I really like the way the Bears are playing on offense. It's balanced. They're running the ball. They're passing the ball. They've driven the whole game. The only thing that stopped them was 2 turnovers and downs. The first one, he missed it by a foot, and it was a great catch, great throw. And then the other one, they had right there, receiver's hand, dropped it kind of behind him. So, if you're the Bears, you're saying, hey, they can't stop us.
Yeah, they're 2 plays away from keeping those drives going and putting points up on the board. So it could very well be not even a reverse scoreboard, but a much different looking scoreboard at this point. That the Mules very lucky to be on top by 5. And, look, you're happy to be here if you're the Mules. You're happy to be leading by 5. You got the ball here to start. I would imagine that, you score a touchdown, you're going to be going for, potentially going for 2 to try to close that gap and extend it. And, it all starts right here for them. We'll see what they cooked up coming out of halftime.
Remember last week when they were outside the kickoff return, they were on the whole third quarter, they had the ball. So, a long drive right now, an 8-10 play drive where they go punch it in would be huge.
That would be nice.
Another thing is they give your defense a little break. They've been on the field a lot. Like, in these, E-Town, I don't think E-Town has a play longer than, 20 yards. Everything's been dink and dunk and, 7, 9-yard, 10-yard, 12-yard runs. There hasn't been anything big. They have not had any big plays. It's all been long drives.
Ratto have the 25-yard.
25, right down the sideline.
Down the sideline here. That he was real close to getting pushed out early, and he ended up tiptoeing his way past and got all the way down the field. He went for 25. He scored from 14. No pass play has gone for more than 14 yards. Kaufman's run for 16. But, everything's been right in front of him. But it's just been that grind that, if it wasn't for the penalty, the holding penalty back here on third down, or not on third down, on second down, on their first possession that pushed them back, you don't have third and long then. You have third and short, or third and manageable at that point. So, that was a drive killer for the Bears.
Yeah,
they've had a couple that the Mules have lucked out.
They've done a great job driving the field. They just can't punch it in. They've had no 3 and outs. It's been long drives the whole time for the Bears.
And Dequay will kick it away.
Ooh.
Short.
Ooh, get it.
Short one. Okay, and it's going out of bounds.
You just got to be careful when you're on the kickoff return because you got to get over there just in case.
Something.
I would just take it. Just take it to 40.
I think that is.
Is it the 40 or 35? I always forget.
I think it's a 35.
35. NFL's 40, is it? No. Like college is 40.
I think Rob Flowers is trying to figure out where it goes, and I think that they take it because I think it actually landed ahead of the 35-yard line. So even if they were going to spot it there,
they're spotting at the 40.
Well,
the 41.
Spotted at the
41.
41.
That's great field position. You'll take that every time.
So maybe it's where it goes out plus 5 yards?
Yeah.
All right. Let's just make up rules. Let's go for it.
Well,
it sounds right in my head.
But I like that kickoff because there's a chance you could get a turnover there if you're the Bears.
Sends Small out into the flat. They fake to him. Run it with Miller. Miller breaking through some tackles. Did a really nice job. Had 2 guys dragging behind him. And we're going to have a flag thrown after the play.
Oh, it looked like the tackler was getting up, and the Mule kind of pushed him. Oh, I don't know if that's a 15-yarder. That's the stuff that drives Rob Flowers crazy.
And did it right in front of the referee. Unsportsmanlike, they'll walk him back.
That's the stuff that just drives a coach nuts.
Well, you talk about drive killers. That's a quick way to do it. You have 2nd and 2. Now you have 2nd and 17.
You just can't do that.
That's
let's say you win this game, okay? You can't do that for sure against Exeter. You're a huge underdog. Exeter's an unbelievable team. You cannot give them extra times. You just can't do that.
Well, 2nd and 17. This time the running play to Small, swallowed up in the backfield.
It's so hard. 2nd and 12, 2nd and 2 for 2nd and 17. I mean, that's like, that is an unbelievable difference. Like, how do you call the play? And
it's a drive killer.
It's a drive killer. So now you're 3rd and long, and now you got to throw it or give the ball to Small, and hopefully he makes a big play. It's tough. Just can't do that.
Nullified a really good Mikey Miller run. And Baez looking, nowhere to throw. He's just got to chuck it deep, coming back for it. And he had him. Oh. Had too long to think about that one, I think, as Lacey has to go off his mitts.
Baez held it way too long. He had Miller open if he would have threw it on stride, but he waited. At the last second, he threw up to Lacey, and Lacey, it was like one of those just, you know, one of those just, you got to wait for it to come down, and he just dropped it, and that would have been a big conversion.
He did have Lacey, too. He had single coverage over here on the far right side, and he was just like, you know what? I know where my single coverage is at. I believe in Lacey to go up and just make a play on the ball if he knows where it's at. And he just chucks it in his general direction. Is that one low line drive will take a Muhlenberg bounce.
No, he hit a guy.
And it did hit someone, and we're going to have a flag thrown.
They're going to call illegal touching, I think, because the Bear didn't get a chance to touch it.
Sure.
Or maybe, I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't even an intentional touch, even if it was. You know, everyone's running down the field, and if it inadvertently hits a mule as it takes a bounce, that's not a penalty.
They're going to call it.
Well, I, for one, think that rule is dumb.
Well, noted,
But
Ryan
stick me on
Weaver.
the PIAA Rules Committee if that's the case.
Yeah. It was in the air. It kind of hit him. Yeah, I get it. I think it's only a 5-yarder, though. Pull up my PIAA rule book.
Well, honestly, who knows? Because they still haven't made the friggin' call yet.
Yeah, because it hit him.
It
was a low. I mean, we've seen Lacey boom him.
It was a
What
low
are you
line
talking
drive.
about? Are they talking about their dinner reservations? Come on, people.
It's either a penalty or it's not. So let's get on with our lives
Not
if
what
it
they're
is.
saying. Huh?
And
Hey,
are they
Rob
just
Flowers,
trying
how
to-
are you?
Are they just trying to explain to Rob why it's a penalty? Or nope.
Oh.
Actually, it's likely on E-Town. There it is.
Never mind. Well, I think it was. So they must have had 12 people on the field.
All right, so
Maybe, I don't know.
he's going to take the Muhlenberg bounce, I think.
All right.
And
What a disappointing offensive drive, Ryan.
yeah.
That was really disappointing. So now E-Town gets the ball back. Like we said, they're hot. They're on fire the first half. So Mules defense got to stiffen up here.
So there you go. I don't have to yell at the PIAA Rules Committee. It was 12 men on the field.
12 men on the field.
And,
Did you ever?
they declined the penalty anyway.
Did
so-
you ever
Well, they
think of being a
threw-
ref?
They threw it late. Like, they threw it after the play
Yeah,
was
I
over,
agree.
basically. If you're throwing 12 men on the field, don't you know that before you punt the football away?
Yeah, I agree. Did you ever think about being a ref?
Yeah, once upon a time.
Yeah, I never did. But
Not
there's
football,
always a
I-
shortage.
I thought about
Yeah.
other sports. I thought about basketball and soccer.
Yeah.
Well, Bears down by 5 with 10:43 remaining here. And, yeah, look at Lacey and Miller doing the creep here as QB Keeper gets a few.
How many yards has Rado got in the first half?
Rado had 82.
Yeah, he was an impressive running back, and you know, I like the way he runs. He runs hard. He's got a quickness and a burst about him, and you know, he's only a sophomore, so he's got a bright future.
Just 2 for Trent Kaufman. Second down and 8.
See if we can get a tackle for a loss. We haven't had many of those today either.
Rado in motion.
Full start?
And false start.
Yes, move him back.
Well, this is something that we haven't seen all that much. We saw the offsides from the Mules, but we haven't seen an awful lot of miscues here from E-Town.
No, they've been pretty clean outside of, you know, the drop.
And the opening penalty.
Yeah.
But outside of that,
Yeah, they've been pretty clean. But 2nd and 12 here. Good chance, you know, the Mules get a stop here and get off the field and get your offense back on the field.
it starts with a good play here on 2nd down. Second and 13. Looking left and throwing out of the backfield. Hitting the hand of Rado.
Yeah, they're trying to sneak Rado out in this, the backfield, have the receivers go up like they're going to run streak routes and then block. But it was a little errant throw, not the best play. And, now they got 3rd and long. Good chance for the Mules to get off the field here.
Kaufman now 4 for his last 13 throwing the ball.
He'll throw like some good balls.
And then he'll throw something like that you can't hit a receiver out of the backfield.
He's got
it's
good
maddening.
mechanics, but it's just sometimes he's just a little off with the ball. I agree.
16 pass attempts in the first half. Kaufman stepping up, throwing, has a man, 1st down and more, crossing midfield. That would be Capello, his favorite target.
He does really good at stepping up like he's going to run, then the last second throwing the ball. He is excellent at that. That's the 3rd or 4th time I've seen him do it. And that was a great job by him. It looked like he's going to run, and then he just hits his receiver over the middle for a big play.
30 yards on the pitch and catch from Kaufman to Capello. Capello, his 4th catch of the evening for 53, his longest of the eve.
This is sloppy. You come out, you play bad on offense with a stupid penalty, and then you punt the ball away, and now, E-Town's got a good drive going here. You give them 5 free yards there.
I think they gave him 33 on the pass play. So that puts Kaufman up to 115 on 18 attempts. Handoff is to Rado. Rado cuts it up the field, now bouncing it outside. Has the 1st down. Didn't have far to go on the 1st and 5. Gets the 1st down on his 15th touch.
Rado does a nice job on the double pullers. He's being patient, and then he hits it and does a great job getting up there, running through contact, shows a nice quickness and a burst, and a nice solid run for him.
Hand off to Rado. Rado off right tackle this time. He's broken free and he's gone. E-Town has the lead. Rado from 26 out, his 2nd touchdown of the contest. And it's now 15-14. Bears with 8:48 left here in the 3rd.
They look like they got a little impatient there. They blitzed Burr, and Burr went through the wrong gap. And when he went just right off tackle, there was nobody there.
To contain at that point.
Nobody there because Burr blitzed. And I get that. It's not a bad call to blitz, but, good read by Rado, bounces outside and gets the 1st down.
Now, the problem is you're not blitzing hard enough that you're pushing those defensive ends up.
Yeah.
As they were looking for a 2-point conversion. That one is
incomplete. They're not going to get it. Yes, that's
so
a big play.
1-point game. It will stay.
I get why you would do that because you want to make it a 3-point game.
Oh, yeah.
I
don't disagree with the 2-point conversion at all.
But if you're E-Town, you got a missed extra point and now a missed 2-pointer. So that's some points. If you make 2 extra points, you got 17-14.
Welp.
This is something they have not had to deal with, right?
Most certainly is not.
They haven't even been down in the 2nd half. First time they've been down all year in the 2nd half. So this is new. Hey.
First time they've been down all year.
Were they down in the Schuylkill game? I thought they were.
They were not. They returned the opening kickoff.
Wow. Week 6, first time they've been down all year.
It's the first time that they've seen a deficit all season long.
Coaches always talk. What do they preach? Adversity. This is where you overcome it. You had some foolish penalties, really an effective offensive drive, and now, you got to think. You got to put a drive together right now because your defense is getting torched. So you want to come out and play some good offense right now.
Really need a good drive out of the Mules. Low line drive.
Pick it up.
It's going to be picked up around the 25 across the 30.
Ooh.
35 to about the 37, give or take. Was that Alvarez again? It was.
Yes.
It actually was not, as I just threw all of
22.
my skills on the floor.
Yeah, it's Alvarez. Oh, Rodriguez. And Ryan's going to the ground to pick up the Skittles. 5-second rule.
I picked up 2. Those are gone forever. I'm going to throw them in your nacho cheese dip. You to find later.
All right, we got to get the run game going. Come
All
on.
right, I think I only dropped 5, so
There you go.
we're good. Small, the man in the backfield. Miller in motion. Handoff is to Small. Small this time, trying to work off right tackle. Spins ahead of the 45. That gained him a few more yards. Heck of a move there by Small.
What a spin. He's in between defenders, and he spins and goes and gets another 2 or 3 yards.
Well, and he spun back to the inside, too.
I know, it's incredible.
Usually you see a lot of those guys spin it to the outside looking for running room, and he spins it back in.
His body control is just unbelievable.
Miller and Small. Small in motion. They'll throw it out to Small. Small on the screen. Has the first down. Not too bad here by the Mules, at least getting that first down out of the way.
Yeah, we haven't seen him throw the ball much to Small. And right there, they just get him out in the flat, catches the ball, goes and gets first down. I want the law firm of Small and Miller right now. Let's get them both involved. Those are your 2 guys right now. They should touch it almost every play.
I'll say it was about 6 or so on the play. Small the handoff, and Small going nowhere.
We haven't seen Small on a toss outside, off tackle play to him much. That's something that, they could work because they're trying to keep everything inside the tackles and trying to jam it up in there.
2nd down and 9.
Tight bunch up here to the top.
Miller, they'll fake the handoff to him. It's Baez up the gut. Only gets maybe 2 before. That's actually a really nice tackle. That number 14 and 44. So that would be Ndikwe. And Porter Avers coming down from his outside linebacker position to make the stop.
Yeah, it was a great
One of these days I'll get all my consonants out.
Well, it was a great on-field tackle. So it's 3rd and 7. You got 2 downs to get the first down, I'd say.
For Baez, that was his first carry of the evening as Wildcat to Miller. Miller up the gut, gets to maybe the 40. He's going to be about 4 yards short.
You got
him to the 39, so it'll be 4th and 5.
Yeah, they spotted the 41, so 4th and 5 here. You got to go for it.
That's just not showing an awful lot of confidence in your passing game right now.
This is a big down. Do you throw it?
I mean, that play call almost feels like you're planning for, playing for 2 downs. You're going Wildcat on 3rd and 7. You get 2 yards out of it.
This
kind of feels like they were always planning for 2 plays here.
This is a big play for the Mules.
4th and 5. Baez looking, throwing, has Miller in the middle, has the first down and more across the 30, inside the 20. Whew, that little midline screen working magic for the Mules.
My boy, Coach Burkhart was on a heater that one. They send Small out. Looked like there was going to be a wide running back screen. They snuck Miller underneath, and he made a great play and got the first down. We got a player down.
I believe that is Miller down after the play.
It was a.
It looks like it might just be some cramping.
It was.
He was tackled kind of strangely around the 20-21, and it looks like he's just getting stretched out. So we'll take that.
Great play design though. They got the ball on Miller, and that's a big first down there.
Mikey Miller averaging the most per catch out of the entire Lancaster-Lebanon League from those that qualify. Over 23 yards per catch. Lacey, 2nd in the league at just over 21 yards per catch. 17-0 now Exeter leading Ephrata. That gives you an indication of where Exeter's at compared to the Mounts.
Wow. Yeah, they're taking it to him. I hope Miller's all right. He's had a fantastic senior year. Back-to-back player of the weeks for us. I think he won the player of the week for Drago.
He won the player of the week for Drago.
Yeah, he's had a great year, so hopefully he's all right. Oh, looks like his ankle a little bit. That's a big loss.
No, he's trying to run it off the field here.
I mean, he is invaluable on offense and defense.
You can see the grimacing a little bit, but honestly, the way that they were trying to stretch him out, it feels like some tight hamstrings. And you can see him over there and maybe some tight calves as he's just sitting there continuing to stretch. And I think that thankfully for the Mules, is all it is. Baez will be without Miller out there.
Give it to your other bell cow, Mr. Cameron Small.
I believe they have a Dochi out there now as well. Small, just grinding some yards here. I mean, he's just going through the muck. He can't see anything through that line. He's just putting out a guide hand, basically, and feeling around.
There's just not much there in between the tackles. Miller comes back out. What a warrior. Kid is so tough.
About 3 for Small, his 15th carry for about $1.25.
I think they're might have to throw it to try to get this in the end zone, but maybe I'm wrong. They keep grinding it out here.
2nd down and 6. Baez will look for Mikey Miller.
Great coverage.
It's incomplete.
Lucky there that wasn't
picked. That was fantastic coverage that time.
Not a good ball. You got to get more air. It wasn't enough air on the ball, and the DB was able to come up and make the play. Oh, now Miller's down again.
And Miller's down again. And once again, it's trying to stretch out that leg. I mean, I get it to a certain extent. He's good to go. You put him back in. The first play from scrimmage that he's back in the contest.
And he had to come back and knock that ball.
Throw a jump ball to him.
Yeah, he had to play the DB there because it wasn't the best throw, so he had to knock the ball off the corner.
Well, the thing is, Carter Burgos has had a decent game as a wideout on the other side of the football as well. And, you teach these kids how to play both ways and whatnot. So you teach them how to play jump balls as a wide receiver. Guess how well they do when they're a cornerback trying to do that.
Yeah.
He played it the exact same way as if he was the wide receiver.
Yes.
So they're both just going up for it, up for grabs. You can see Coach Flowers is over there. Checking in on Mikey as well. Well, that would be devastating if Miller does have to stay out for an exceptionally long period of time. That one lasting just one play.
I mean, if I had to pick a defense MVP, it might be him this year. I mean, the 2 pick sixes were game changers, and he's just so fantastic defensive back.
He's up and walking again.
I just give the rest of the series off.
I think he's going to get the rest of the series off.
Just give the kid a break.
But the problem is he's also a two-way player, so you would potentially lose, one of your most impactful defensive players as well if Mikey Miller does have to sit for an extended period.
If they don't get this, I wonder if they try to kick a field goal.
I would not be terribly shocked. 3rd down and 7. Trips right. Looking at Coley out there. Coley still wide open. Baez had him, and Baez sacked.
The problem you have there is Baez took his eyes down to his feet. He had some guys open, and it was too late at that point, and he had to take a sack. And
he had Coley on the bubble screen. Nobody followed
They're
Coley.
back
They're like, we're not going to bother with Christian Coley out here. And Mikey Miller is back in.
This kid's got it out. You can see it's a slight limp. Yeah, well, at this point, just throw it up and see what you can get.
Well, maybe not in his direction this time. 4th down and 13. Flag thrown. You're going to have illegal motion. He's throwing it. It's incomplete. You can decline the penalty.
Unless it's a defensive offsides, which I doubt. I think it was legal motion. He didn't get set when he went in motion.
It's going to be a turnover no matter how you slice it. He'll just decline the penalty. It's an incomplete. So even if you accepted it, whatever. End result, turnover for the Mules.
Not good.
Not great.
Great drive. Good drive. And it just kind of just
sputtered out at the end.
Sputtered out at the end. And, if you're E-Town, you're like, we're right here. We're up by 1. They haven't stopped us all day. We've only stopped ourselves. So this is where you need your defense. You need to get a 3 and out right now. At least stop them from scoring.
4:23 left here in the third.
Miller's not in at defense.
Miller is not in on defense. Caleb Perez will shift over to safety. Now looking single high with Perez
Zone
up
is
top.
coming down playing his strong safety look.
Yep. That one run up the gut. Crosses the 30, maybe 31. Kaufman on the keeper.
Yeah, they just ran QB power. They're having sets. They got 5 yards.
6 on the play for Kaufman. He's up to 45 on the ground. Buck 15 through the air. Two options to his left. He'll hand off to his right. Rado needed to jump into the backfield. I think that we're going to have a hold here as he breaks free near midfield. He's brought down by Zona, but I think this one might be coming back as there's Laundry back around the 30.
Yeah, it's holding. Great run by Rado, but a block in the back, that would bring it back.
Block in the back there at the 30-yard
Good
line.
break
Will
for
walk
the
him back.
Muhls.
That is a big break. It was 2nd down and 4. Block in the back will walk him off from the flag. We'll march him back to the 20. He's 2nd and 14.
We've seen these Muhls defense
just
all
kidding.
year.
He'll drop it at the 25.
Well, it's a spot, I think, right? Spot
Yep.
foul. No?
What are we doing here? Go walk it to the 20 and put it down.
Good referee.
Yeah, it's a spot foul. I'm looking at the flag on the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard penalty, and he's stopping at the 25. Like, oh, I'm done here. Anyway, I was right the first time. 2nd and 14.
Miller's back out.
Miller is back out there. Once again, the handoff to Rado. Rado
Not
this
much.
time, nowhere to go. Defensive line got a fantastic push that time as Baez and Quinones in on the pop. That was a nice push there. Like I said, Baez and Quinones both getting in there. And we really haven't seen an awful lot from this defensive line.
No, we haven't.
They've been trying to bounce it outside, and that's part of it, honestly, that they refuse to run it inside other than QB power.
Most of the year, the Muhls have been really good against the run. Their front is active, and they've got a lot of tackles for loss. But I don't think he's gotten sacked either. Sacked, not many tackles for loss, if any.
This time, throwing the football, throwing across the middle,
man.
has Rado or at the 40. He's spinning inside the 50, across midfield, down near the other side of the 40. 3rd down and 13 is converted by the Bears.
Well, it was the perfect time for Kaufman to throw his best ball. He threw a beautiful ball over the middle. Rado, ran a nice in-breaking route, caught it, and they got a big down now. Now it's getting tough for the Muhls. They gotta get a stop here.
Got 36 for Kaufman.
Rado having a game.
Yeah,
Catch the ball.
That was a really nice strike across midfield. And again, you're talking about just having wide receivers down the seams in the middle of the field on those crossing routes. And that time, that's exactly what it was. Handoff to Rado, this time going up the gut. And stopped after a gain of a few.
The Bears' offensive line, you got to give him credit. He hasn't got touched all day. I mean, his ability to sit in the pocket and just, 3rd down there, 3rd and long, found a guy. Like I said, there hasn't been many tackles for losses. I think this E-Town Bears offensive line has done a nice job against this front.
2nd down and 6. For a gain of 4 for Rado. Gonna fake it. Looking deep down the field and incomplete. Oh boy. Had a chance down there. As once again, I believe he was going for Burgos. That was Carter Burgos, who, hey, what did I say? Basically the same play that he was doing on Mikey Miller. He's turning, he's looking for the football, he's leaping at the high point. That's exactly what he did on defense against Miller on that jump ball, and this time, tables turned on him.
It was a little underthrown, and it gave time for Lacey to come back and make a play on the ball.
Kaufman now 20 pass attempts.
They trust him. They trust him to run the ball and throw the ball. Come on. Mules, get off.
Third down and 6. Need a big stop here. Rado up the middle.
Yes.
He will be stopped. And in on the stop that time was Collado. Senior defensive lineman.
That's the biggest play of the game right now.
Stops Rado after a gain of just 1. It's 4th down and 5, but we've seen E-Town just empty out the playbook here on 4th down and manageable.
They run it.
The handoff is to Rado.
Come
Rado
on.
bouncing outside, and he is. I think he's short. Burr thinks he's short. We'll see where they spot him.
They went back to the old off-tackle play, and he got out there.
I think he's short.
I think he's a yard short, so the Mules should take over. Yes, Mules ball. Let's go. Come on,
There
boys.
you go. They hold Rado to 4. And for the 3rd time, it's a 4 and out.
They haven't punted, have they?
No.
No. They drive.
Drive. And, yeah. Well, listen, they've had, you had 4th down, but you were on this side of the field driving, right? You know, you were inside, basically in the red zone. So, yeah, sure, go for it on 4th down. Same thing. They've just consistently been aggressive in those situations. Stops the clock with 40 seconds left here in the 3rd. Ball back in the hands of Adriel Baez.
You know, they haven't come back with the bubble screen much. I wonder if they could consider doing that.
Trips left. They fake the bubble screen. The handoff is to Small, and Small scoots forward for about half of what he needed. Probably potentially the last play here of the 3rd. Let's see if they get one more.
Should be the last play. Maybe they come out and run one more.
Small up to $131. Well, they will run one more. Baez fakes it, throws it.
Good
Lacey.
block.
Lacey bouncing it outside as the first down in front of the bench.
Great block by Mikey Miller. He came down and sealed that linebacker.
How about that?
That's what I mean. We haven't seen that much since the first drive. Good bubble screen. You're in business now. Got to go get a big drive and go get a touchdown on the board.
Baez now 3 for his last 4 for about 35 yards after missing on his previous 5 attempts, including an interception. Handoff to Small. Small trying to find some space. It gets stuffed around the 50-yard line. That gain of 3 will be the last play of the 3rd. We'll run to break. 15-14. The visiting Bears on top, looking to play spoiler here to the Mules as we enter the 4th quarter. The Mules trailing by 1, but driving down the field. More to come in just a moment on the Mules Sports Network. Back here for 4th quarter action for the first time all year. The Mules trailing at literally any point during a game in the first 5. It's been fun to watch.
You're a good team. This is the type of drive you go right now. Go get points. Go get a touchdown. Take that lead.
Trailing by just 1, 2nd down and 7. Baez has options out of the backfield. The handoff goes to Cam Small. Small following his blocker. Gets a big block around the line to gain. I don't think the Cam will quite get there, but he gets close. It'll be 3rd down.
Nice block again. Mikey
I can't
Miller.
see who. Yeah, was it Miller with
Yeah,
the big
he
block
led
out there
block.
on the sideline?
He just did it, yeah.
He's just looking to hurt someone.
I love it. So here you go, 3rd and 1. Got to get this.
3rd down and 1. Have to imagine this is probably 4-down territory.
I have to imagine Mr. Small is going to get the ball here.
I would be shocked if he didn't. Handoff is to Small. 1st down across the 40, down close to the 45, I believe. Got a mule missing a helmet.
How many yards is he up to now?
Sprint off the field after losing it.
How many carries is he up to? That's what I meant. 19 carries. I'd give him a lot more on this drive.
Another 8 yards for Cam Small. Yep, I have him at 19 carries, 148 yards for Cam.
Give it to him again. You could tell he's feeling, I think he's going to pop one.
This time, Baez the keeper. Baez needs to be pushed forward. And gets maybe 3. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think that was with Zion. I think it looked like a missed handoff.
And another bear down. Can't quite see who that is.
What are their defensive linemen?
67?
67?
7. There you go. Would be Rocky Perez.
Yes.
Perez walking a little gingerly.
Yeah,
use your imagination. Yeah, use your imagination what happened on that play.
He walking gingerly for sure.
Usually I don't walk with my legs that far apart unless something happened. Giving the old howdy partner on the way out to the sideline.
Oh, Ryan.
Second down.
We got people laughing up here. Oh.
2nd down and 7 after the Baez keeper.
All right, come on. Give it to Small. Let's get this going.
He'll be right as rain in a play or two. It's happened to all of us.
Not every person, though. Only one gender. What are we doing now, ref?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, they just had a player get sent off.
Maybe blood, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, so they had to make a replacement here.
Come on, Cameron Small, let's go. Yep.
2nd and 7. Cam Small this time. Runs into a pile. And they're just content. Hey, go out there, rip off 3, 4, 5, 6 yards. Just keep it moving. About 3 there.
Another E-Town
Make it 3rd
player
and
down.
3.
Jeez, dropping like flies.
You do have another one down there. No idea. Well, that gives us plenty of time to plan what we're doing post-game anyway, Pat. Know what I'm thinking about?
What?
No, I could go to the usual spots.
Yeah.
Could go to 3rd and Spruce. Could go to Barley Mow. Could go to West Reading. I live there after all. Or you could go to Birdie's.
At Birdie's Inn we meet again. Friends and love for
That music just plays
Great
me in so
music.
perfectly. I don't get it. Jerry and his AI. Anyway, live music, ice cold drinks, burgers that blow the bun off anything else in Bergs. Birdie's is more than a bar and grill. It's also Exeter's entertainment headquarters. You got the roommates tomorrow night. You got the Birds and Bucks on Sunday. Jimmy 2K dancing on the deck out there on Monday. Open mic Tuesday, and singer-songwriter Lauren LaPointe on Friday. Bring your crew, bring your appetite. Birdie's in at 5 Points in Exeter, where Friday night actually feels like Friday night. Handoff is to, I believe, Miller, and we're going to have a flag thrown right in the middle of the pile. So this will be really interesting to see what that is.
Could it be a face mask or a holding? Probably holding.
That was such a quick
it's a
hold, but
hold.
he might have pulled somebody down to the ground.
It's a hold.
That'll walk him back.
It's one of those games, Ryan. One of those games. So now you got 3rd and long.
Well, we talk about the back-breaking penalties, and they already had one this half, where you had the personal foul penalty on 2nd and 2 that walks you back, and then you're like, all right, well, now I got to go climb a mountain to get a first down. And similar here. You got 3rd and short. You weren't converting anyway, but now you don't even have 4th and short. You have 3rd and 13. Baez, screen pass. Small has it. Has a blocker out in front. Has the first down and more. 20, 15. Well, they just say, all right, come at me. And dump it right over the top of them.
Yeah, you run everybody deep, and then you run the screen to Small, and Small's so good in the open field. He breaks a tackle. He gets down inside the 20. Great play call. Coach Burkhart, my guy, with another good doozy of a play call.
On 18 on the play. Small down to the 15-yard line. He'll stay in the backfield. Trips right. Small dances around one tackler, and then he's met by 2 more. Yard or 2, no more than that.
Is this where you see a Coley? You run a pop pass, you fake it, and get him over down the middle. You know, a Miller running some sort of in-breaking route. Because it's been hard. It's been hard sledding for Small to run in between the tackles.
2nd down and 10.
This is where they get the tight bunch now. This is where you can run different type of pass routes off this.
They will roll Baez. Baez has some space throwing. Has
Great
Miller with
catch.
the catch inside the 5.
Great catch. Mikey Miller again just goes up and gets it, and great body control, catches it. And they get the first down, I think, right? 1st and goal now?
Baez, unfortunately, making that pass look a lot more exciting than it needed to be. Hits him in the numbers. It's not nearly as exciting, but Mikey Miller going up and getting it. It is a first down. 10 for Miller. This time, Baez, the keeper, up the gut.
He's in. Is he in?
Hey,
Touchdown,
sideline
Mules!
officials got him.
Touchdown, Mules! Yes, what a drive, Ryan! Yeah. The thing about Baez is he's so good on the run. He feels comfortable throwing on the run. Not the best pass, and then he comes back, and you have Small lead him up, and Baez gets the rushing touchdown. 2 good plays in a row by Baez.
Not a bad decision that time to just throw in the Baez keeper. Baez only with 2 rushes. He had 1 this drive, 1, I don't even remember when. They are going for 2 here. Trying to make it a 7-point game. 6-point game does nothing for you. This time they hand it off to Miller. Miller has to cut up the field. He pitches to Small. Small with the cutback.
No,
he's going to be short.
That was the jet sweep pitch. Monday night, you know, the Monday night, Detroit ran that, where they had Amon St. Brown take it and then pitch it to the running back. So similar, but not, still you would like to have a 7-point lead right now.
The annexation of Puerto Rico.
But, hey, great drive by the Mules. That 3rd down was huge. The screen to Small, and then you throw the ball there, and then a great run by Baez.
Break that out
to
again.
take the lead. Yeah, great job. Oh, good.
Oh, that's a first.
So now
15 yards for the
kick
Bears.
it. Yeah, you know, they're going to get bad field position.
Well, now you're booting it away from the, 45?
Yeah.
See, this one you just let Shup.
Kick it deep.
Either kick it deep or your squib's now going to end up landing around the 10.
Yeah.
You can just squib it. 23-0 Exeter over Ephrata right now.
Yeah.
The Mounts struggling to get going.
That's going to be a battle next week for sure.
Looks like Exeter just scored too, so.
Yeah, Exeter's just rolling. They are a talented team.
Get to see them next week.
Not you.
I won't see them, but you will.
I will see them. I can't
and
wait.
Everyone at home will see them physically on YouTube.
Yep.
So.
Exeter Mules. It's going to be a huge game if the Mules can hang on here.
Shup will boot it from the 45. And into the end zone for the touchback. Why not? So here we go. Oop, sorry about that. So here we go. 8:16 left in the fourth. 20-15. Muhls hanging on.
That's where you need your defense.
Looking for their first 6-0 start since 2007. It's been 18 years since they've ran off 6 straight wins.
I don't think our producer was alive then, was he?
He was 6.
Hayden Moyer, were you alive then?
No, not that young.
Okay, all right.
Sheesh.
All right, we're asking. All right, just wondering. I'm the old guy. I'm 46 here. 2004. All right. All right, come on, D. As the crowd goes defense, let's go.
Handoff is to Rado. Rado getting chased from behind. He's got a couple of yards. And it was Cam Small doing the damage on the sideline. Gain of 4 or 5.
Rado has got my respect. He's a really good running back. He's got a bright future. Only a sophomore. He's got a chance next 2 years after this to be one of the better running backs now.
Averaging over 7 yards a carry coming in. He is about 6.5 yards a carry tonight. I got him at $128 on 20 touches. Rado once again will take it off tackle. This time met again by Cam Small and then forced out of bounds. Gain of maybe 1. It'll bring up 3rd down. Big time plays there by Cam Small from his linebacker position.
Yeah, you know, he's got a feel for it now, Small does, where he can feel it and he squeezes down and makes that play.
Big time play again here for the Muhls coming up, 3rd down and 4.
Cam Small really got great instincts as a linebacker. He just reads it well and comes upfield. And he's an excellent tackler.
Well, I think they're mostly just trying to have him shadow Rado a little bit. Just waiting for him to come off tackle. Yeah, that's exactly it. And that one incomplete.
So you run the play action, try to run the slant behind him.
Yeah.
Good ball, but just incomplete.
And again, we talked about the inconsistency of Trent Kaufman. And if you look at, Pat, I want you to look at my screen here. You can see a pattern start to emerge.
Yeah, he's
Completed his first 4 passes. Incomplete on his next 3. Completed 2. Incomplete 3. Complete 2. Incomplete 3. Complete 2. Incomplete on his last 2 throws. Muhlenberg has to call the timeout.
Well,
they had too many
they had 12 people out there. They're trying to get.
Yeah, you can't do that on 4th and 4. You know what?
Good timeout.
Take the timeout. Yeah, I'd rather have the timeout than the first down at that point.
But that's the stuff you can't do, little small things. But good timeout there by Coach Flowers.
But yeah, Kaufman, uneven would be the best way to describe his evening so far. He's done a lot of good things. He is 45 on the ground. He's had 9 carries. You know, he's done pretty well when called upon, but he's also missed a couple of really easy tosses. And you can see, like I said, he misses 3, completes 2, misses 3, completes 2, misses 3. A pattern has emerged here this evening.
Coach Flowers showed his wheels off. He ran down the sideline, called that timeout. But you're right on. He's been very inconsistent.
There are no off days for Coach Rob Flowers.
They're not very deep. Should they be deeper?
4th down and 4.
This punter maybe doesn't. I don't understand why they're not deeper.
And Dequay,
yeah,
they're faking that.
It's a fake.
And I think he's
didn't
short.
Get it.
He didn't get it.
Muhls ball.
You know, I was going to say something that this might be an opportune time for them to try to run a fake on 4th and 4. But I was like, no. It's way too deep in their own territory for them to try to do something like that from their own 26. No, they did it. And the Muhls.
It's not a bad idea. 4th and 4. You only need 4.
Maybe not from your own 26. I would say from your own 46.
What a play.
Maybe a little bit further up the field. But now you're basically sticking the Muhls almost in the red zone to start. And what a big turn of events here for the Muhls. They need to take advantage. Even 3 points would be massive and at least force, you know, hey, at worst, an 8-point lead is a heck of a lot better than a 5-point lead. You at least have to force them to go down, convert 2 to even tie the game. Cam Small stumbling a bit around the line, and he's going to be dropped for a loss.
Wow. It's just when the plays need to be happen, the third down, the screen pass to Small, the fake punt, the Mules are making them right now, and that's a sign of a good team.
Well, we'll see what they do here. 2nd down and 12. They've struggled a little bit on some of these long passing downs. You at least got to wind your way into field goal range.
Yeah,
you got to get inside the 20.
Right now you're too far. You need to get inside the 20 to kick it. I think I throw it here, try to get Lacey involved.
Lacey has 3 catches so
Small.
far. Baez on the keeper. Baez rolling all the way outside. He has some blockers. Nice block by Small by Miller. Baez is in for the score.
Touchdown Mules! What a play! Oh my God, Baez!
31
great
yards.
Run, great block by Small and Miller on the edge. They spring him in for the touchdown. What a play!
The edge rail Baez renaissance here in the second half. Not to be understated.
Maybe player of the game? I think maybe player of the game.
He's figured it out throwing the football as well. He's 5 for his last 6 as well through the air. 2 touchdowns on the ground. And it may very well be Baez, won't it? And we also still have to pick our advanced comfort heat check play of the game. I don't think that we're quite there yet. We got 6:28. We will do it in the 4th. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll do it. I haven't forgotten about it. It's right here. But there's still a lot of football left to play here with 6:28. As that one to Cam Small. How did he maintain possession of that?
Cam Small can do it all, baby. Wow.
Cam Small somehow just palmed that football and kept it off the ground as he was sliding. I thought he was going to drop it. And as he's rolling, he just keeps it off the ground with one hand and keeps it held as he slides in for the 2-point conversion. It's 28-15 Mules.
This is what good teams do. You come out, 4th quarter, you're down. You said, hey, go to the 4th quarter, you're down. What do? They come out, you put your foot on their neck, and you take control. That's what they're doing right now. Really impressive by the Mules.
Well, and you can thank a decision to go for it on 4th down. Try the fake punt from your own 26-yard line. Listen, if it works, you're a savant.
Yes.
If it fails, well, you see what happens. You just gave them the football on the 29-yard line, and they walk it in from 31. And now it's a 2-possession game.
These games are so close. I mean, if they don't get that timeout in, they have 12 people on the field, they get the 1st down automatically, then they come back, don't get it, and then we score a touchdown. I mean, that's an unbelievable run there by Baez.
Kick is away and fielded around the 19-yard line. Nice tackle that time. Coming in, making the pop was Rodriguez. He gets smacked around the, where are they going to call it, the 34? 34.
Now this is where you play into the Mules defense now, because now you're down 2 possessions.
And now
the
you
Bears
got to
throw it. And, we've been talking about it. Kaufman's got some tools, but he's been a little consistent today.
Well, B-Town was leading 15-14 entering the 3rd quarter. It is 14 unanswered by the Mules that have flipped this script on its head. Now we're going to have to watch them toss the pigskin a little bit. This time, flicking out and finding Rado again. The pitch gets him about 3. And I'm running out of space on my Google sheet here. The 22nd carry for Rado.
You got to think, you got to try to start throwing it. They haven't thrown much downfield. You got to take some shots because you're down 2 possessions here.
Yeah, gains of 33 and 36 the last time that Kaufman was able to connect, and there he got another one. That one had some sauce on it.
Great
all the way
job.
out to midfield.
He did a full-length read, came back, found his guy sitting in the middle, wide open. Good play for the Bears.
And that was Capello again, catch number 5. That one going for 13 and first down.
Capello is a good receiver. He knows how to find the soft spot in the zone, sit down, and he has good hands.
19 catches coming in. Now he's got 24.
Yeah, that's a heck of a year. You're not out of it. If the Bears can get a touchdown quickly, they got a chance.
Not out of it. The clock is running. Kaufman looking. Pocket collapsing,
Yes!
and he's going to be a sacked lunch.
First
No
sack
gain.
of the game. Oh, come on. Looked like 58 was trying to push one of the Mules, but first sack of the game. About time. And I don't even know if it's a sack because he got back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice job in there. Quinones, at least one of the players in on the stop. Bring up second down and 10. Pressure on the Bears as this game is
Gonna run it.
somehow slipped away from them,
Yeah!
and it keeps slipping. The Mules now with a little bit of fire in their belly on the defensive end as Baez comes in and makes the pop.
You got to start throwing it. 3rd and long now. How incredible. Band's going nuts. Fans have been into it in the 4th quarter yelling defense. What an atmosphere tonight, Ryan.
Well, we've now seen time just continue ticking off this clock. This no-huddle offense. Just about as slow as a regular huddle offense. Trips left for Kaufman. He's going to have options out here. Empty set in the backfield. He's looking to his left. Now stepping up, rolling to his right. Has someone. Makes one man miss. Has the first down. There's a flag in the backfield.
What is that?
Zona and Shank were going after it.
Another flag.
And this might be offsetting.
I don't know. That was weird. That's a late foul.
That just might be a late flag to help offset this, because I think that they were downfield going after each other a little bit. I didn't really get a good look, and maybe Chris was able to see it on the replay, but I think it was Zona and Shank just kind of clashing a bit. And we'll see. Stripes will take an exorbitant amount of time to discuss this, as always.
I don't feel too good about this.
Well, just based on where the flag was, it was in the area of
face mask
back there. But all right, Mules with a penalty, and then a personal foul also against the Mules.
30-yard penalty. Oh my God, that's backbreaker. That's the stuff you can't do.
How many back-breaking penalties have we seen this evening, Pat?
Oh my God.
We've seen drive killers. We've seen backbreakers. I'm running out of synonyms here.
That's the stuff you just, and I know you're winning this game, you feel good, but that's the stuff you can't do against Exeter. Because Exeter won't do that, right?
You can't even do it when you're up 13.
I know.
This game is not out of hand. It's
No,
not
they
a
get a touchdown,
30-point
they're
game.
right
It's
back
a
in it.
13, 1-3. So here we go, a free 30 yards for the Bears. Kaufman dancing around in the backfield. Now finally given chase. Quinones broke free. He's throwing for the end zone. Incomplete.
Miller almost had another one.
Miller almost had another one, and that one nearly picked up off the turf for a tutty. Wasn't necessarily a bad throw. He threw it where his wide receiver could get to it, which was low.
If you're E-Town, you got to get a touchdown. You got 3 timeouts. So if you get a touchdown, you can still even kick it deep if you can use your timeouts and, theoretically get a stop.
On the bright side for the Bears, it stops the clock with 3:45 left here in the 4th. Rado in the backfield, 2nd and 10.
You got to think they're going to throw it. Maybe a shot to the end zone. No?
Nope, we're going to run it to Rado. Rado bouncing outside, and he's tackled by Cam Small. I'm fairly certain that what we are seeing is not unlike what we saw week 1. Cam Small saw this exact look against Schuylkill Valley, where they were just like, we're just going to stick somebody on Cam Small and go have him shadow.
Well, he sees it when the 2 pullers are coming, and he just flies up, takes up the block, and makes the tackles.
I've seen him kind of set on the opposite side of wherever Rado is, and then he just follows him the entire way. This time, passing down, throwing, incomplete.
It was a tight window. That was a tough throw.
Incomplete on 3rd down.
That was 2nd.
Or sorry, on 2nd. No, that was 3rd. Wait.
I think it's third now.
All right, scoreboard. Now it's fourth. There
Is
you
it
go.
fourth?
It
Okay.
sure is.
Fourth. Okay.
Killing me, Pat.
This is where you got to get your good play. Best play you got on.
Fourth down and 14. I think if you're Rob Flowers, you take a timeout. You sure do.
Yeah, it's a good timeout.
It is a good timeout. It comes with 3:08 remaining here in the fourth.
What? Jerry.
Somebody leaning on the keyboard over there in the Exeter game as Ephrata currently trailing 24-1.
You want some scores?
Yeah, why not? Let's go up. Section 1. Got finals across the board here in a handful. Hempfield over Penn Manor 34-7. Cedar Crest beating Reading 42-6. Manheim Township not especially close against McCaskey. That one 56-15 in the fourth. Manheim Central beat Calico 35-7. Warwick over Garden Spot 20-17 in a squeaker.
Good one.
Solanco popping off for 62 against Weiser and 62-20 in the fourth. Lampeter Strasburg 50, Octorara 14. That's also a final. Elko leading Boone 30-12 in the fourth. Twin Valley, it wasn't that far off from 60-0. It was 56-0 Twin Valley at the break. That hasn't been updated yet, but I imagine it's pretty close because of running clock.
We got Wilson beating Governor Mifflin.
Wilson did beat Mifflin 42-10. Kennerdale 17, Fleetwood nothing. Columbia and Pequay still tied at 14. Berks Catholic currently beating Schuylkill Valley by 22.
So fourth down, the play of the game.
Kaufman looking, has to roll. There's definitely a hold here behind the line. He's just chucking for the end zone where he has a man. And
He caught it.
got it.
Oh, my God. What a play by the receiver. Oh, my God.
Never mind the hold in the backfield that they blatantly missed, but that's all right.
At least if you're Kaufman, you got to throw the ball there. How many times these quarterbacks in college, NFL, they're like, take a sack there? So, big play. They get the touchdown. Unbelievable play.
How about that? Like I said, game's not over. Game ain't over. And we're going to have
false start. Good. Moving back.
False start here.
This will be huge. They miss it because even if they miss the extra point, then it's still a 7-point game.
Could use a nice miss here, that's for sure.
Or block. Miss it.
Well, that breaks the 14-0 stretch for the Mules.
That was an unbelievable catch. Who caught that? Number 2?
That was number 2.
Shank.
Yeah, that was
Played
Shank,
quarterback
the former
last year.
QB.
Yeah.
That one up and over the head.
Perfect. Go get him. Yeah.
Touch him down.
Wow. So
And it'll stay a
7-point
7-point game. So we've had some really weird scores in this one. It's been 15-14, and now we got ourselves a genuine football score at 28-21. How about that?
That's huge.
Life finds a way.
That's huge because if you have to punt it back to them, they can only tie unless they go for 2.
Unless
if they
they
get
go
a touch,
for 2.
Yeah. But that's huge.
Still have to score a touchdown.
So, E-Town's got 3 timeouts. So here's always debate. You watch Saturdays or Sundays, do you kick it deep or you onside kick it? I think I kick it deep, and I trust my defense. You got 3 timeouts. You onside kick it? Coach Ryan Lionweaver?
At this point, with 2:58, you might not see the football again.
I trust my defense. They've slowed down Cam Small. You expect 3 straight carries of Small or Miller? I don't like the likelihood of getting an onside kick. So.
Nor do I. I think with all 3 timeouts and 2:58.
I kick it deep.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I can argue for either. I just don't.
They
feel
get the
like,
hands team
I just
out
don't
there.
feel like arguing,
That's great.
which is a rarity.
That's good. I wish my wife would do that more. Not feel like arguing.
She's not listening, is she?
No, she's sleeping probably.
My wife's usually still awake when I get home, but the kids definitely have been out for hours. Ndikwe, ready to boot it away. And we're going to have an offside call. Can't be ahead of the kicker. We almost had that on our kickoff, by the way, from the 35. We had somebody ahead of Shank, and you saw them just like slam on the brakes and be like, ooh, I got to stop.
it looked like he was like trying to slow play it, like maybe it was a onside kick, and then like, he looked like he was trying to slow play it. So re-kick here.
They will re-kick. It looks like Mikey Miller, the only one back to return. They do have the hands team. Everyone else pressed within 10 yards of the kick, or 15, I should say.
It's been a heck of a game, Ryan. Lots of ups and downs, lots of...
It was a fun game last year, apparently.
Yeah, oh, it was awesome.
A lot less rain in the forecast this evening. It's a beautiful night for football. Clear skies.
We've had a beautiful month of football.
We've had an incredible stretch here. Ndikwe, this time booting it up and over the head.
Get
Gonna
it.
have to go and get it. Fielded back around the 15, trip and fall accident.
That's about the, other than getting the ball, that's a great break for E-Town, because if you could stop them, you should get the ball in good field position. So this is where I give the ball to my all-state running back from last year, over 2,000 yards. Mr. Small, go get me a first down. You get one first down, it's going to basically put the game away. They have 3 timeouts.
And we'll see if the Bears decide to use them before or after the 2-minute warning.
As a
non-co. Yeah.
What are you joking? What?
Just like keeping you on your toes.
I was
Pat.
like, what?
That's all.
Give it to
Yeah,
Small.
they'll use all 3 here. Small, nowhere to go.
Timeout.
Gonna make E-Town use all those timeouts.
This is always the game. If you throw it, you get the first down, you end the game. But if you throw it, it's incomplete.
Stop the clock, give them extra time.
Yeah.
You know what? You just have to let them use their timeouts.
Yeah, I think
take away a lot of the middle of the field, and force them to throw outside to the sticks. Make Kaufman beat you throwing, and that's exactly where somebody like, and dare I say, somebody like Mikey Miller happens to shine, by the way, of waiting for somebody to sit down around the sticks and just, thank you very much. I'm going to read that, and I'm going to take it back.
Absolutely.
So, that can play into Muhlenberg's hands a little bit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep, I agree.
Hey, you want to go throw it to the sticks? Better hope that you have the arm strength to beat me.
Yes. Run it here. Get Small.
Trips right. The handoff is to Small.
Oh, he faked it.
It's Baez.
Baez!
Running out to the
Get
right.
it!
Got a big block by Mikey Miller, waiting a little bit longer.
He got the first down. What a play.
How about that?
Right when you think you're going to give it to your all-state running back, Baez keeps it, goes around the end, and gets a first down. Wow. Backbreaker. I think Baez is the player of the game.
It will be first down. 13 yards for Baez.
Player of the game. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Baez deserves it.
We'll call it then, but I think that we also have our E-Town player of the game. Let's not count our chickens here.
Rado, you think?
Yeah, it would be Rado, for sure. Prince Rado with 23 carries for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns here this evening.
He's not going to call a timeout here. They're going to wait till after this down.
And off to Small. Small breaking through across the 30, 35,
nice.
And I think that he has another first down. So if you weren't sure on the first one, pretty sure he got it on the second carry. And
first down.
First down.
This is how you ice and put this game away.
That is just
incredible.
A backbreaker. $160 now for Cam Small on 23 carries. Last year against E-Town, he went for 257 and 4 touchdowns. He has 2 more tonight. So he will continue stretching that Berks County lead and Lancaster-Lebanon County, or Lancaster-Lebanon League lead as well. Just has a nose for the end zone. May take him 4 times from the 4. He'll get in there.
They still haven't called their last 2 timeouts, so they're hoping right here.
Yeah, you just hold on to that football like you've never held on to anything else. Baez this time.
Go down.
Baez just needs to cover up and go down.
Now they'll call a timeout.
Now they'll call it. All right.
This is a guts game. Put your guts out there. The Muhls Muhls really made a lot of plays down here in the fourth quarter.
So I think we have to do it. You want to call Adriel Baez's 31-yard touchdown run the Advanced Comfort Specialists heat check play of the game?
Advanced Comfort Specialists heat check.
As nobody was expecting it, but it was Baez's second touchdown on the ground. Unexpected from 31 yards out. It was on a 2nd and 12. Everyone's expecting it to go to Cam Small. He pulls it back, he keeps it, he runs around the end. He had some masterful blocking from Lacey and Miller, and in from 31. So that is your heat check play of the game here for the Muhls, and it may be your, the touchdown that they needed to pull away from the Bears. Be ready for whatever the season brings with Advanced Comfort Specialists preventative maintenance plans. You'll save money, avoid costly breakdowns, and keep your family comfortable year-round. Call Advanced Comfort Specialists at 610-224-9756 and sign up today. It's Advanced Comfort Specialists. Our passion is your comfort. But I would imagine Baez, he would be my pick 4 player of the game as Cam Small is breaking free, and this might ice it. He's across the 30, the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Cam Small is in.
Touchdown Muhls! Yeah!
64 yards from Cam Small. If we weren't sure if they were going to pull away in this one, I think he answered your question.
Now, do we give him the player of the game? I think Baez.
You might now.
What's he at?
224 on 24 carries.
Lawyer, you got to change that tweet now. He was ready to put final 28-21.
How about that?
Oh, my God.
Hey, what were we talking about earlier in the broadcast about he just wears teams down?
Yes.
And then eventually, just like Saquon last year with the Birds.
Stop talking about Saquon. You're dang Birds.
It's fine. Saquon. Saquon Barkley.
Great.
Or Szechuan broccoli.
Hey, we're not going to talk about those Green Bay Packers, how the Browns beat them. 13-10. How about those Browns?
Anyway, Cam Small from 64 yards.
He's just, I'm going to miss not seeing him next year. I'm going to miss not seeing him. He has put together a special year and a half here because his senior year's not over yet. And it's been special. And he does it all on offense, and he does it all on defense too, Ryan. And he's just a great player.
Hats off to E-Town. They were with him every step of the way, but it was just Cam Small with too much gas in the tank, able to outrun him there at the end. I'll call it 63. Logan's got him for 226.
And if you're Exeter, you got to think next week, hey, we got to stop number 2. If we stop number 2, we win. Because he just keeps going.
They have stopped Cam Small by and large. He has 229 yards on 2 touches.
But that's how special a running
big
back
pop
he is.
that time around midfield. And once again, I'll say his name and I'll say it again. Emilio Alvarez has really put a hurting on some Bears tonight.
He's done a great job.
Well, 57 seconds left here. The Muhls now on top by 14, and everyone here in Laureldale can take a breath, as they are now under a minute away from their first 6-0 start. Quite a while, Pat.
Since Chris was in diapers.
Since 2007. I was in college at that point.
2007, I was out of college, second year teaching. I was coaching football then.
Sophomore at Alvernia, still not calling games. That one, nearly a nice pitch and catch. Again, behind the receiver.
The Bears came in and played a good game.
They did.
They're not a bad team. They got Lebanon some point in their schedule, so that'll probably be another win.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll talk about the E-Town then.
Yeah.
Sometime when you're popping down to the field to go say hi to everyone.
Go talk to my guy, Rob Flowers.
Looking. Still surveying down the field. Finally has to throw it away. Narrowly misses the cheerleaders. Be third down.
The excitement around this school right now. Just the crowd was great for the second week in a row, yelling defense. The band's going crazy. The cheerleaders, you can just feel the excitement. It's got to be electric going to school Monday for these players. It's got to be unreal.
Right now, Kaufman 12 for 27 this evening with a touchdown, throwing for 185 yards, give or take.
We're going to have that chance for that next week, 6-0, 6-0. It's going to be incredible.
Just 46 seconds away. Kaufman looking, bombing.
Zona!
And picked up by Zona! That'll do it!
Zona with the pick!
That'll do it.
That was a great pick. He went up and got the ladder on the ladder.
The first turnover of the game for E-Town will end the game. 35-21 is going to be your final score here in Laureldale.
I think you
That
tweeted
will
out
ice
now.
it. Yeah, now you can tweet out the final score.
I mean, Zona's been a nice deep safety all year, and he just keeps everything in front of him right there, made the right read, went up on a ladder, made the great pick.
Well, it wasn't Mikey Miller with the game-sealing INT. It was Chase Zona. I almost got it right. I got the interception part right.
Yeah.
And now
6-0.
Go take a knee.
6-0 after 2 years ago they were 1-9. Incredible start.
Talked last week about how the Muhls had a winning record going into that game with Rob Flowers now. You know, they had as many wins in their last 5 games as they had in the entire last 6 years.
So now Flowers is 10-7?
They finally had a winning record in the regular season with Rob Flowers after last week, and now they definitely still have one. So they figured it out here in Muhlenberg a little bit, and it leads them into a clash of the undefeateds. Who would have thunk it? We talked about it a little bit. Didn't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but we said it was a possibility coming into Week 7. And Week 7, we got 6-0 Exeter coming to town to face the 6-0 Muhlenberg Muhls. Not too shabby, hey, Pat?
Not too shabby. 35-21. What a game. All right, I'm going to go down and see my buddy Rob Flowers and Baez, and we'll see.
Go see your buddy Rob Flowers. Yeah, I would love to give it to Cam Small again, but we already made up our minds. I mean, we can't go back now. We already made up our minds. And listen, Cam Small, you always have a place in our heart. Over 200 yards here on the ground. It was back and forth for a while. E-Town led 15-14 coming in to the fourth quarter here. And the Muhls pulling away. Finishing off with 21 of the last 28 points scored here to rattle off a 35-21 victory against the visiting E-Town Bears. Let's take a quick break here, and when we come back, I'll start recapping a little bit, and we'll toss it down to Pat, and after that, get on out of here. But a 2-touchdown victory here for the Muhls, 6-0 on the season, as they roll into a clash of the undefeateds next week, which we'll have right here on the Muhls Sports Network. But for now, we'll take a quick break and be right back on the Muhls Sports Network.
Life moves fast. Your insurance should keep up. At Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, Brad Coley shops over 30 top-rated carriers to find the right coverage for you. Home, auto, business, life. Whatever you need, they've got your back. Real service, real savings, real fast. Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group, the power of choice. At Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market, they keep it simple. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious. In the mood for a hoagie? Choose one from the menu or tell them what you want. A hot sandwich or a cheesesteak? They've got that covered too. Lunch meat for a family gathering? They have it fresh cut to order. Craving Italian? There are imported specialties you won't find anywhere else. Along with drinks, chips, snacks, and hot or cold brewed coffee in caramel, French vanilla, and hazelnut flavors. That's Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market. 15 Village Center Drive in Flying Hills. Good food, fast, fresh, and delicious.
lights are twinkling, stories never fade. Moments we cherish, in memories made. Dancing in the night, voices in a song. Together we're strong, right where we belong. At Birdie's Inn we meet again, friends and love forever blend. Raise a glass to time.
35-21. Pat is down there on the field just staring at the Bears taking a knee. just aggressively staring at him from the 50-yard line. I don't know what that's about. I'll ask him about it later. Anyway, yeah, just a massive, massive game here for the Muhls. Can't be understated how much of a turnaround that we've seen this year from them. They were trailing in this game. This is the first time that they have trailed in a contest all year. And we have
Hey, how you doing today? I'm Patrick Whiter from the Muhlenberg broadcast. So we get a player of the game from the away team. We want to give you the player of the game. So here you go. You get this. Congrats. I was really impressed the way you ran the ball. I know it's a disappointing loss, but great job running the ball. Can you talk about what your running style is like?
I would just say find the hole and just go, and don't go down.
You have a great burst, great quickness. I love the way you ran the ball. You ran the ball real well off tackle. Is that something you pride yourself on?
Yep.
And as a 10th grader, you got a right future. I really enjoyed you. Hey, you even had that big catch on the 3rd, 4th down play. So do you pride yourself on being a guy that can catch the ball too?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it was great seeing you run tonight. You deserve the Muhlenberg player of the game. So congrats and good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Yep. Yep.
Man of few words, Prince Rado. Most of them, yep. Pat will make his way over to the Muhlenberg bench. Yeah, so absolutely wild, and we can recap some of this with Pat, but just getting into how we ended up this way, as this one was an exciting one. The Muhls kicked it away to start. E-Town came all the way down. They drove the ball into the red zone. They go for it on 4th down and 13, get about 12 and a half yards out of it, and the Muhls ended up starting over on their own 10-yard line. They went 14 plays, 90 yards to finish a 1-yard touchdown plunge by Cam Small on 4th down. He was actually stopped on that play initially and had to tough it out to get in the 3 feet that he needed, make it 7-0 at Muhlenberg. Prince Rado then ended up bouncing it outside for a 14-yard touchdown run with 9:19 left in the second quarter. The Muhls ended up going 3 and out and giving it back to the Bears. Yeah, we'll go back to that then. We'll go down to Pat. Nope, doesn't have him quite yet. He just turned on his mic for no reason. Now he's ready to go.
Here I am, Patrick Whiter with Adriel Baez. You're our player of the game. Well-deserved. You know, last year as freshman you played. You know, it's kind of tough. You got to throw it in there. This year, your maturity, your ability to play quarterback. Can you talk about your mindset this year compared to last year?
I'm much more comfortable with my team. Like, I built a relationship with every single one of my teammates during the offseason, and it shows because we're a well-oiled machine now.
What a great run down there. 31-yard touchdown run you had. It was incredible. You showed off the wheels there. You got a couple of nice blocks. How'd that feel to score that touchdown?
It felt amazing. It felt amazing. Seeing Mike make that block and open up that hole, it felt great.
Hey, what about the selfless attitude of these guys? Mike Miller, he can do it all. He can catch. He picks people off. And then he goes out and gives you a big block to get that game, you know, like a big play right there.
I love him. I love Mike. I love his character. I love everything about him.
You also had another rushing touchdown in the game, and then the other thing was the screen pass. That was big on third down and 12. You calmly wait the defense. You gave the ball to Small, and you guys got that big first down to keep the chains going.
Yeah, it was a great play call by Coach Berg. I love him too.
Can you talk about, you feel so comfortable when you sprint out.
Yeah, I do.
Do you feel comfortable throwing the ball a lot? It's like your naturalness of, like, it seems so natural, and you can do it to the left or the right, which is impressive.
Yeah, it came with the off-season work. Like, I definitely built off of that, and it's great.
Well, congratulations. Well-deserved player of the game. We're so impressed the way you are, and keep it up, and good luck going forward.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Coach, you got your goal this week. Whoa.
We sure did.
So at halftime, I'm talking to my partner, Ryan Lineweaver, and I said, listen, we've seen the Mules blow teams out. We've seen the Mules dominate. This is a different type of game. You guys are down late in the fourth quarter, and you made the plays down the stretch to get the win. I mean, that's impressive effort by the Mules.
Absolutely, man. So first, you know, it's important that our young men are in games like this and we get to see how they respond. So that's huge. They stuck together. They did it together. They fought through adversity. We were down, 14-15 in the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah.
So that's a beautiful thing to see happen from our young men. It's a beautiful thing to see.
And you got to love the way you guys finished. You know, when you finished that, you know, Baez had that big touchdown run, and then this last drive, you know, hey, they got 3 timeouts. They can stop it here. Baez gets a big run. Cam gets a big run. He gets a big touchdown there. You guys finished that game, and that's what's got to make you so happy as a coach.
I love the way we finished. So on top of the big runs, man, the defense woke up in the fourth quarter, got some stops. The fake punt, our kids called it.
Yeah.
We called it from the sideline. They stopped it there. So that stuff's important, man. Like people don't see all this stuff all the time, man, but Adriel stayed in bounds. That's our 4-minute drill. He stayed in bounds.
Yep.
And the kids were all saying it to each other, stay in bounds, stay in bounds, stay in bounds. So that kind of stuff is important for us as we continuously move forward, man.
Yeah, and you're right. It's the adversity, and you guys, you know, overcame the adversity to get to 6-0.
Yeah.
What does 6-0 feel? I mean, it's incredible, Coach. You're 6-0 after winning 4 last year. I mean, how does that feel? I mean, that's incredible feeling, right?
We are so greedy, right? We're so greedy. I mean, that's the truth, man. Like, we know we're 6-0, right? But we want more, and we want it cleaned up. We know we got to clean a lot of things up. No discredit to E-Town, but we know we have to clean some things up, man. We know we can't give up that touchdown at the end. We can't give that up at the end of the quarter. We also are the last touchdown. We can't give that up. It's 4th and 15, man. We also know that we can't come out here and throw the ball away, or we got to come out here and make drives. So we know what we have to do. We got to keep doing it, and we will. We're going to keep getting better.
Next week, the big one. Exeter comes in 6-0. Mules 6-0. Yeah, they did take. You know, you didn't know. They took care of Ephrata. So 6-0, 6-0. Oh my God, I can't wait for next Friday, Coach.
Yeah, we can't wait either. We got to take care of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to get to Friday. But yeah, we talked about it tonight. So yes.
Congrats. It's so great to see you guys each week. I'm loving it. Keep it up. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.
6-0 does feel good.
Yeah, 6-0. 6-0. Victorious coach here. Thanks, Coach. We'll see you next week.
6-0, go the Mules for the first time in a long time. 6-0 since 2007. It's been 18 years since the Mules have been 6-0. Now they have state-ranked Exeter next week in a showdown right here on the Mules Sports Network, Exeter Sports Network, whatever the heck you want to call it. They are 2 separate ones, but you know, Pat going to talk to Mikey Miller and dap him up a little bit. You can't see that. That was one of the cleanest daps, and you would never expect it out of Pat. So that was a pretty clean dap. Oh, look, he's going in for 2 now. Look at that. Good for him. Anyway, we can go back through the scoring here while Pat's down there dapping up people on his way up the stands here. Anyway. Did talk about that first drive, and really that was huge for the Mules. The fact that E-Town wasn't able to come away with points on that opening drive, they take it down to 4th and 13. They're stopped just short. I mean, that was massive for the Mules. And Pat here soon about to get his headset back on. He's you done dapping people up down there?
I went up to Mikey Miller and go, weight room, and he just started laughing. And then I went up to Coach Burkhardt and said, who calls those plays? He's pretty good. No, it's you know, when you win, everybody's happy.
Yeah.
When you lose, not so much.
Just rolling through here, talk about just from start to finish, basically. Opening drive, obviously, Mules get the stop on E-Town. Ford turn it over on downs. Massive turning point. They go 14 plays, 90 yards. Cam Small punches it in. It's 7-0 Muhlenberg with 11:56 left in the second quarter. E-Town comes right back. Rado ended up bouncing it outside for a 14-yard touchdown, made it 7-6. The PAT was no good, which wouldn't come back to bite anyone. that was the weird thing about how this worked.
Yeah,
like,
it was
missed
interesting.
2-point conversions, missed extra points.
And then it
Who
was like
cares?
28-21. We're like, this is naturally how you get there. No, not all the,
Who cares?
Yeah.
Fred Lacey ended up punting it away after a 3-and-out. E-Town went for it again, failed to pick up the first down on a drop pass. So back-to-back, well, not back-to-back, but they had two massive, turnover on downs in the first half. They give it back to the Muhls. Cam Small, the time before, didn't touch the football as the Muhls went 3-and-out. They decided,
and I heard you say that, by the way.
We're going to give Cam Small the football the first touch the next time around. And he goes 65 yards to the house for his second touchdown of the day. It made it 14-6 Muhls with 2:13 left in the second. The Bears ended up with a couple of really nice connections. The big roughing the passer penalty gave them some free downs, and E-Town able to bump down the field, and Ndikwe punching it in from 34 yards out made it 14-9, and that was how we ended up going into the halftime break. Coming back out, the Muhls had a drive-killing unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that ended up doing away with their opening drive. E-Town took over, and Rado found the end zone for a second time on a 26-yard touchdown run. They failed on the 2-point conversion, which made it E-Town 15, Muhlenberg 14, with 8:48 left in the third. That score would hold all the way into the fourth quarter until Adriel Baez rumbled in for a 5-yard score to put the Muhls back on top. Cameron Small tackled short on the 2-point conversion to make it 20-15 Muhlenberg with 8:16 left in the fourth. The Bears then attempted, and again, this really was one of the biggest turning points of the game. For my money, it's the fake punt attempt from your own 29-yard line on 4th and 4.
Flowers mentioned it. He said they knew it. The players were calling it out. Fake punt, fake punt, fake punt. So they were ready for it.
So, like I said, I had it going on in my mind. I was going to spew it out, and I'm like, no, they won't do that from their own 29. There's no possible way.
I mean, I get why you do it.
I do, too.
The only reason why you do it is you see something on film that you think, hey, we might go get him. And so I get, but then that's like what you said. You said in the
You're either the savant because you called, the fake punt play from your own 29, you convert, and then you go all the way down and score and take the lead, right? That's the classic, oh, look at that. He's such a genius. Nobody else would have thought of that. And, in this case, not so much. You also have the opportunity to, kind of, be the scapegoat a little bit. Not so much here. You can't necessarily point to that one and only decision here for the Bears, but, certainly you take a look at it, looking back now and being like, yeah, because you put it right back into the Muhls' hands, and Baez from 31 yards out makes it 28-15 Muhls, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, absolutely. And coaches talk about adversity. Rob Flowers mentioned that. Like, when you have adversity, they did. They're down. Like you said, they're down.
They're down. You had Mikey Miller exit the game not once but twice.
And they came back and they won the game and they finished. And that's what you're going to feel good about. You finished the game strong. You finished it by 2 touchdown plays. And you got to feel good. You're 6-0 next week against Exeter. 6-0. Incredible.
Muhls did give one back with 2:58 left in the fourth as Kaufman hit Gannon Schenk for a 21-yard touchdown on 4th down and forever.
Oh, he mentioned that.
Yeah,
Rob was not happy about that. He was not happy. Kind of a miracle play there. They just kind of threw it up. The kid made a good play, but you can't let it happen. But, oh, man, next week. Ooh.
Hey, I'm still not done. Then with a minute left, Cam Small 63 yards out.
That was
and that's how you finish a ball game. 35-21 your final score. The Muhls, again, 6-0 for the first time since 2007. Cam Small 3 touchdowns. Baez with 2 on the ground. They trailed for the first time this entire season. It may happen again next week, but now you've actually seen that they can overcome a little adversity. Yeah, you can overcome, all right, we're behind going into the fourth quarter. It's 15-14. Oh, man, like what's this going to look like? Previous Muhls teams may have folded. This one did not.
Yeah, like I said, Rob Flowers got to be so happy. And I think Baez really did deserve the player of the game. He's gotten so much better from last year, and he's gotten so much better. And his ability to run, when you have that dual threat quarterback who can run and mix in the throw, because last year he could not throw, and it wasn't just him, the receivers, it was timing, it was everything. And his ability to throw a little bit, but also that running ability. So you got 3 guys that can run the ball. You have Miller, you have Small, obviously, and you got Baez, and that's a good 3-headed monster. Oh, good point by Rob Flowers, too. When he got that first down, he fell to the ground to stay in bounds. And he said the whole sideline was like, stay in bounds, stay in bounds. You could see it. These guys are growing up. They're maturing. This is a team that's doing all the smart things.
Baez figured things out in the second half. Listen, I think one of the things that really impresses me about Baez right now is the deep pass wasn't working. You're going to see teams start to, when you're playing better teams especially, you're not going to have that physical mismatch all the time.
Absolutely.
Whatever edge that you might have against a Daniel Boone going one-on-one and just being like, Mikey Miller's faster than you, and chucking it down the field to Mikey Miller, that isn't going to necessarily work against Conestoga Valley, against Exeter.
Yeah,
you got to
absolutely.
figure out different ways to win other than bombing the football. Baez didn't complete one longer than 21, and that one was the screen pass on what, second, third down?
3rd and 12. That's what I said to Coach Burkhardt. That was the play call of the game because it was 3rd and 12. You go screen there, and they get the first down, and then they scored later.
Oh, they
on the
just
Baez run.
They sent everyone.
Yeah.
And Baez just dunked it right over the top of everyone.
But that was good patience by Baez. Great play call, and it's all coming together for the Mules.
Not too shabby.
Next week, here we go, 6-0, 6-0, baby! Let's take down Exeter!
Pat, there are still people listening in earbuds potentially.
Let's go.
Baez finished 5 for his last 6 throwing the football, which I think, again, if you're not going to chuck it deep and you're not completing those passes, what else can you do for me? And Baez, when it wasn't working in the first half, obviously it wasn't working. He threw 5 straight incompletions, including an interception which basically amounted to a punt. And, you're like, all right, well, maybe this isn't his night throwing the football. Figures it out. Figures out a way to make it work at the end and then used his legs to, punctuate the end of this game.
Absolutely. Great effort by Joe Baez. Well-deserved player of the game. So the player of the game, we've had, I think you can see Smalls won it twice.
We've tried. Miller's won it twice.
Small twice, Miller twice, and now Baez. So that's good.
That's 5. We're still missing 1. Can't remember who we gave that one to. Anyway.
No, because they played 2 away games. So
they did go away games. That's correct. There you go. Kaufman finished 13 of 29. I'm going off of Lancaster Online stats while I'm at it because they're a lot tidier than mine at the moment. 13 to 29, $198, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Very uneven. Again, as I said throughout the game, he'd throw 3 incompletions, complete 2, and it was just that way. He was bouncing back and forth between stretches of hitting receivers and not. He finished with 47 on the ground on 10 carries. Prince Rado, they have him at 25 carries, $129 and 2 touchdowns. So that's something that they're really going to have to clean up for next week because you can't let
Leo Brown.
You can't let Leo Brown do that.
He's a heck of a running back.
Brown is right behind Cam Small in the Berks County lead for touchdowns, and those two going head to head next week.
Another thing is, Exeter's so big up front, like they could just lean on you, and that's going to be the thing. The Mules going to have to stop that run. You're going to have to put an extra guy in the box and let the quarterback blanket on his name. Who's Exeter's quarterback now? Hefner? He's no Riley. Riley Martinez is a heck of a quarterback, and Hefner, has got to go. He's playing well, but I'm saying you got to take Leo Brown. You cannot let Leo Brown get cooking. You got to shut him down.
Meanwhile, for the Mules, Baez finished 9 of 15 for 96 yards. That's about where I had him. Also finished 7 carries, 48 yards on the ground. Cam Small, 25 touches, 3 touchdowns, 226 on the ground. He just knows how to play the Bears, doesn't he? And then
what
Mikey
did he
Miller,
end up with?
226.
After what? What did he get
226 and also 31 on 2 receptions as well. So in total, 257 yards of total offense.
The Bears are going to have nightmares about this guy 2 years in a row.
Then Mikey Miller, 4 carries, 26 yards. Also had 3 catches for 27. Lacey, 3 catches for 29. Small, 2 for 31. And Christian Coley, that big 1 for 9 yards as well. So there's your stats for both sides. And that should just about do it here. So, big game next week. It'll be right here. It'll be Darren. It will not be me. You're going to be down on the sideline as, Aaron Andrews down there.
I'll try to show my legs off. No, I'm excited.
Sideline reporter Pam Oliver.
I'm excited. Like, I went to the Emotep Harrisburg game, and I was on the sideline the whole game. Oh, my God, it was unbelievable. So I'm going to get down there, and I'm going to be, like, really watching it, and I'm going to be, like, taking notes. And whenever they want to throw down to me or whatever, I'll do anything. I don't care. I know Jerry's going to ask the coaches, see if I can get a halftime report.
I don't know.
I don't know
about
think
that.
Flowers would. I don't know about Bauer. Matt Bauer now. No. But,
well,
You never know. He could be open to it. We don't know.
but it will be, no matter what, it will be fun. I'll get my observations, and I'll enjoy it. And I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Well, enjoy yourselves next week. I will be watching from State College. Darren will be on the call next week for this portion of the game.
We get the father and son duo together.
You get the father-son producer and on-air talent.
I've never
duo.
seen Darren in action. I've heard him on the, but I've never been to a game that he's been, so I'm excited.
Well, they will have that as we cross streams, as we always say, between the Exeter Sports Network and the Muhls Sports Network.
And it could be a first or second. What about a second matchup, maybe in the playoffs down the road?
Yeah, it could certainly happen as the Muhls still well positioned. I don't think that they're going to move off of that 3 spot in the district playoff race, but certainly, like I said, take top 12. They're positioning themselves well to potentially host a District 3 playoff game here in Laureldale.
Yeah, because you got 2 games in a row. You got this and then Ephrata after. So you got 2 big league games.
You got this, you got Ephrata, and then you finish with Conestoga Valley.
And you got Academy
all the way
Park
down at 10.
matched up in between. Yeah.
And then you have Academy Park. So big things ahead here for the Muhls, starting with next week. It'll be on air at 6:45, 7 o'clock kickoff right here on the Muhls Sports Network. Again, you won't hear me, but you will hear DZ on the call. So make sure that you pay him as much love as you pay us in the comments. Not that, which is none. So
I don't know. I never see the comments.
Anyway, for everyone here, thank you to everyone listening in. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Jerry. Thank you to Bradley up there on top doing the filming. I did get it this week. Thank you to Chris. Thank you to Pat. I am Ryan Lineweaver. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next week. Hey, by the way, Muhls are 6-0, baby. Let's go. Good night.
Thank you for joining us for Muhlenberg Muhls football on the Muhls Sports Network. Brought to you by Birdie's Inn, where they remind you to have fun and be kind. Goosehead Insurance, the Coley Insurance Group. Advanced Comfort Specialists supplying all of your HVAC needs. And Borelli's Creperie, Deli, and Market in Flying Hill. Join us all season long for Muhls Sports Network coverage of your Muhlenberg Muhls. This has been a presentation of Jerry Gelliff Media. Good night.